Welcome to the Game Elite Call of Duty Warzone Tournament Series. This is presented by Cox, Florida Mutineers, and GCN. I'm FBI Tugboat, and I'm joined here today with Lemon Kiwi.
Hey, this is going to be an awesome Warzone tournament, and it is brought to you by Cox, and they actually came out with a cool new software that I want to show to you guys before we start breaking down this tournament. It's called the Elite Gamer Software, produced by Cox. So what this does is it creates a faster path between your PC and the game server that you are playing. It has a 32% reduction in lag, jitters, and spikes, which we know how important that is in Warzone. And this is what the program looks like. If you're a Cox customer, you can go and check it out on cox.com/gamer. So this first tab is all kind of a news feed condensed for you, and if you're more interested in a specific game, you click it down below. This is all your Call of Duty news, for example, anything from patch stuff to bans and all kinds of crazy stuff. The second tab is all about the games that are compatible with this, so practically every multiplayer you can think of, from Roblox to League of Legends to Call of Duty Warzone itself. This program is compatible with it and will be reducing those lag spikes for you.
Absolutely, absolutely. Talking about next is the dashboard, of course. This is a real-time performance dashboard from Game Elite, so this is strategically designed to reduce lag, the frequency of those lag spikes, and just overall greater stability. And what you see here on paper now is what it does, as well as the past performances. You can go back and look at various games and see how it has improved those various things. And just how much, faster the connection is and whatnot, Lemon Kiwi.
Yeah, and you see it right there. See, it's the average internet, and then on the left in the blue, it shows you how Elite Gamer is improving your process. And, that 6 milliseconds makes a big difference. And then you got circles in the middle that show you how it's improved your ping, how it's reduced the amount of jitters and spikes and whatnot, and really helps improve your gaming experience.
It really, really does. Really, really does. And we have to give a shout out to GCN as well, Florida Mutineers, and obviously everybody over there on production while we're hitting these shout outs, right?
Yeah.
They're over there producing away, making our jobs as casters just so much easier. But now transitioning on in here to this tournament format, Lemon Kiwi.
Yeah, so it's a Warzone tournament. Duos will be competing for a chance to qualify for the Celebrity Pro-Am Championship of $25,000 at the end of the month. This is just one of the first qualifiers of 4. So duos will be dropping in quad games and competing to whoever can get the most amount of kills will be moving on in our bracket.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. First place here today going to be taking home themselves that package from Astros, Florida Mutineers, and, of course, the Scuff controllers. A big, nice hardware package there for number 1. Second place is also going to get their ticket punched to that October 27th finals. Now, there's $25,000 on the line then, but we'll have a couple more qualifiers between now and then as well for a total of 4.
So hundreds of teams have been signing up for this qualifier, but we're starting our broadcast only at the final top 16. So let's take a look at the big names that have been popping on. Here's your bracket. And I know there's some unfamiliar and familiar faces, but Tugboat, I'm looking at Tommy and Aiden as the favorites to win.
Yeah, no unfamiliar name here in Tommy if you're in any way, shape, or form familiar with the North American Call of Duty scene, which is a little bit ironic, of course, because Tommy is, if I recall correctly, from Europe over there. But Grajos YT taking on Tommy and Aiden. Team Instinct going to be looking to take their skills against AZ bots, maybe some robots over there from AZ, that's Australia, I believe. Who knows? Meat Sticks, that doesn't sound too good. Taking on their Verdansk Vibers. I can really dig the alliteration. That's the word that describes when you use the same same beginning sounds to the words in a row. Circle taking on the IP Boys. IP Boys looking to square out Circle. I don't know. WWBMFN, henceforth referred to as WW. I think that'd be way easier here. Taking on the Potato Sacks. Not going to be a race. Or is going to be a race, just a kill race for this one. Brittany costing the team there. Green Beams going to be their opponents, and Floppers taking on Miller Time. It's a little bit late on the eastern seaboard, but I'm not sure when Miller Time is for them. Who knows? XSET, and we're just here, not they're just there, but we're just here taking on XSET on the other side of that. So top 16 coming at you here soon. Only one game, single elimination, correct?
Yes, single limb. If you drop and you get blown up Superstore, that's it. You are out of the tournament. That's it. And it's the most amount of kills. So if you drop in with 0, well, there's a pretty good chance that the other team will be beating you. So we'll be dropping in with Aiden and Tommy shortly for our first game of our qualifier. Top 16 ready up.
Yeah, so like just mentioned, no second chances on this one. We are in, we are live, and this is it. Leche, or Hoche Kill, I think is the way you pronounce that one, with teammate Gerd Kesh. That's just the easier way to pronounce that one. I don't want to continue to butcher that name, unfortunately. And Tommy Aiden on the other side, we have this flight path up. And where do we think they're going to drop?
Well, a lot of people, at least in previous tournaments, have been loving to drop Superstore because there's this, little Christmas Day gift that you could get where you can just maybe get thousands of dollars, which would be incredible for your eco. And I really don't expect anyone in this tournament except Aiden and Tommy to really think about it. They're actually hovering over airport, which is another great place for loot. But with this just being, a kill race of 1 game only, it would be a huge risk to drop Superstore.
Yeah, there's this kill race. Of course, they are not taking advantage from their first place finishes, second place finishes, anything else like that. This is just how many kills you can take in a single game. This is going to be noob stomping. It doesn't matter. A kill's a kill, right, Lemon Kiwi?
Hey, yeah, we'll take those. And looking at some floor loot, you got some subs, and probably, not the worst things they've found, but it's going to be about building that eco so they can get their real loadouts. But for players like Aiden and Tommy, if you guys don't know who these people are, they are Warzone gods, and even Tommy is a god at multiplayer Call of Duty. So this is the reason why we're going to check out what they're doing first, so you guys can learn from the best.
Yeah, Aiden, big name, talented player, but Tommy is the star of this one. What we're looking at is a guy, he spent a year or so on Team Reciprocity, something like this. Again, a name that not should be unfamiliar to anybody familiar with the North American Call of Duty scene. And then now played as a sub for the Dallas Empire. Obviously, as a sub, he wasn't starting a whole lot of games, but did get some solid play time in and out of the stage. And like you said, far and away the biggest name so far here for this Call of Duty Warzone tournament.
So we got 1 stream per team. So this is 2 duos dropping in as 1 quad. So you're seeing that Aiden and Tommy, perfectly great eco, thousands of dollars, and almost getting to the 10K is Aiden. But the other team not having as much luck. One is in the gulag, and the other one just joined them there. So unfortunately, one of the players on the other team did not finish their gulag. So it's up to, I think that's Josh. I'm just going to call him Josh. If he doesn't get out of the gulag, this is probably a dub for Aiden and Tommy.
Yeah, and an early one at that, again, kill race, no benefits for anything else. If this had been, these 2 guys coming down and getting top 10, wouldn't have mattered. Either way, very, very early. Incoming missiles, yeah, got out of dodge just in the nick of time.
That was a little scary. There's like airstrikes above them, which feels really early game, but you can see Josh is still waiting for his turn in the gulag. Maybe we can check it out if we have his feed. Either way, we got some loadouts available. Tommy and Aiden in a fantastic spot. Dropping airport first. Here's the gulag run from Josh himself. He's got the sub. He's in the middle of the map. And he turns and burns. Josh will be out of the gulag, but it is a long road to get his teammate back.
Yeah, I love the visual response there from the player. But oh my, bad things, a different news altogether on the other side, just like that. We caught that one in time. Shout out to production. This is Tommy on, no, excuse me, this is, this is Tommy, my bad, in the gulag. Wait.
Yeah, he's got a bit of a conga line to get to, and it might be, I think that is, it's Aiden in the gulag and Tommy is watching either way. It gets confusing with the streams, but we got a conga line ready for Aiden to get out, and it's maybe not the greatest start, for Tommy and Aiden to have to use your gulag, but they did drop somewhere pretty hot, the airport and close to Superstore and whatnot. As soon as people loot Superstar, they're going to start to spread out. So pretty good in the safe circle, though. It's right smack in the middle of the map.
We might get the scoreboard popped up here in just a second, but at the end of the day, this is a Tommy Dayton squad that is simply in a better position in every single way. Burning up, I complain sometimes about how many opportunities there are to come back from gulag or come back from dead in this Lemon Kiwi, but at the end of the day, you only get 1 shot at gulag, if that. You make it to late game, you're not even going to get that, really. So, in just on paper, right, Tommy and Aiden in a much better position, given that one player has not taken their gulag shot yet.
Tommy got a hit marker with the Molotov and then just flicked so quick onto the guy who was hiding in the left corner. So thankfully Tommy is out. Aiden also, or sorry, that's Aiden parachuting down. Tommy was just giving him his moral support visually. And mainly, you got Josh who's going to be working his way up to redeploy his teammate. And now he has enough money to do so, so he's going to be heading towards a buy station soon.
Yeah, not too far away either. We are, of course, still looking very early game for Circle on this one. On with Jochi now, and with a silenced AK in hand, all the ammo in the world, as much as he can carry pretty much. He's going to be in a decent little position outside of the fact that he's nowhere near his teammate.
At least you redeployed your teammates so they can kind of start things out fresh. It's about looting these buildings and getting as much money as possible, because at this point, it is a kill race, but it's also a survival race, because ending at the end, getting a Warzone victory doesn't get you any extra points. It just means you live longer and you got more kills. And Tommy's been loving getting in these helicopters. You were saying that he was getting almost rocketed at the beginning, but he's more the scout in the skies right now.
I like that. You know, like I said, I do love the alliteration. Scout in the skies. What a phrase. And there's a lot to be said for it outside of the fact that, of course, you can get locked onto here. You know, any vehicle you hop into, you're running that risk there. But at least this isn't Season 1 Call of Duty Warzone where everybody and their mother is rocking that RPG in the secondary with the overkill perk. That was a foul time in life, Lemon Kiwi.
I don't want to go anywhere near that side of the map.
Yeah, Tommy was kind of upset. He was in the helicopter and was like, who was sniping me? So got a little sketched out, but they're good in armor. Able to pick up get a contract bonus, get back in the helicopter, and I think they're going to be going together. So a bit of a risk, but at least able to add some covering fires. Now they maybe get 2 helicopters, so they could be the helicopter squad if they wanted to.
There you go, a little helicopter duo on this. I'm not against it. I'm not against it. Hey, I mean, anybody who plays Warzone, of course, I would be very surprised at some point if we do not see a player come through, die, and then while his 2 teammates are alive, of course, but pick up one of those most wanted, get in a helicopter and take to the skies so that he can get his teammate back. You get that most wanted, you stay the whole time, and you get everybody locked back in. Not going to do that when your opponents are dead, though.
Another missile, man. Tommy's going to be ready to dodge this one. Either way, if you guys think you are good enough at Warzone, you want to qualify for the Celebrity Pro-Am Championship at the end of the month, there's still 3 more qualifiers. So go over to battlefy.com/elitegamer. We did just pop that up on your screen. And you can enter with your best friend or somebody you have to carry or vice versa. And you guys can play too. And we'll get to cast you if you make the top 16.
Exactly. We got loads more coming in, whether you're the carry to the backpack. Doesn't matter. You can go on in here. And even if you do participate here today and you do get knocked out because this is single elimination, you are more than welcome to join into qualifiers 2, 3, or 4 if you lose this one. That does not burn your chance overall for that shot at $25,000 on October 27th.
Josh taken out from the other duos. It's up to Jerd. I'm going to call you Jerd. You were in the gulag first. You didn't make it out. Josh had to put the backpack on, as Tugboat just said. So you're going to have to find at least, a couple $100 more to redeploy your teammate. But it's really severely hurting their eco that I don't know if they're just not working like physically close together and able to trade off of those kills. But it's going to be up to Jerd to see if he can clutch this.
So, now that the respawn is 4,000 instead of 4,400, I think that it allows for a lot more. It plays into this what we're seeing right now, the 2v2s in a quad format. When it comes to quads, really, what is the difference, especially if you have 2 or 3 players alive, between 4,500 and 4,000? That's why I really like it, and it's got to be one of those deeper thoughts that our developers here put in. And so, for a developer that can sometimes catch flack for their game, that's the positive way to put this, Lemon Kiwi. I do want to shoot a positive their way for that one.
That's some really tough ice that Aiden is just like crashing his vehicle around, and have a loadout drop in a very open area, but we're going to be checking in with Aiden's point of view, where they get back in the truck, loadouts all secured, and they're in a good spot. Not really a bunch of kills, but they can see physically on their screen that the other team had to redeploy. They see exactly what their money is, and when they pull up the scoreboard, they know how many kills they're up and how many they're down, and that's really going to affect the play style of whether they're going to be playing safe or playing aggressive to try and get that lead back. So it looks like they're on the attack, and they did just ping somebody off in the distance.
Yeah, the hunt is on after we have switched perspectives a little bit. Ooh, nice, the sky here. Absolutely beaming him down. That's Aiden. Again, we've been talking about Tommy, but that's Aiden who's shining.
Yeah, he's on the high ground too, able to get great angles. And anyone who's on the low ground, I mean, your only real cover are these trees, and you can't really rotate anywhere else. And look at the angles that Aiden and Tommy are taking around. This should be a kill. They are low on ammo, so they're hoping to restock soon, but there's only a couple buildings there, so as long as they just stop them from transitioning over there, this should be a confirmed team wipe.
I'll let you loot that guy.
And they're moving on top of this. As we're getting closer to third circle here, really thinking about just general strategy, right? You know, as far as kills, there's been a little bit of progress made. No lobby wiped quite yet, but a little bit of progress made. And now I'm thinking about what the smart play is.
And they started off in airport, went sort of southeast towards now they're in block, and you can see Josh is down and he doesn't want to give up, but his friend doesn't have a gulag and neither does he. At least they're having a good time, and that is all that matters. Those are some bad words in Spanish that I will not repeat, but that means Aiden and Tommy, TP is usually Aiden's partner. Aiden and Tommy have surely enough kills that if they go down, they should be advancing in our bracket.
Yeah. Yeah, like you said, we might have anticipated a little bit, but I'm always down to see what is going on. Yep. Looking on other side, they will be either playing against, I had the bracket up a second ago, there we go. They will either be playing against Team Instinct or AZ bots, correct?
Yeah, so that was 6 kills for Aiden and Tommy too, so that is confirmed. But they are moving on in our bracket, so we're going up against, so now on your screen we have Brittany is costing versus Green Beams. So we'll see if Brittany is actually costed, or maybe Brittany is carrying will be the new team name.
Yeah, no, costing the W here, well, I certainly hope not. There's where it comes from, but only one player alive on both sides. That's just going to make for some really electrifying really electrifying gameplay, excuse me, given that there's not going to be any reses here. They have self-revives now. I guess that's the way I should pose it, Lemon Kiwi. There's going to be little help outside of what they do for themselves.
Yeah, it's interesting to see which people really prioritize the self-revive over something like a UAV to get more intel. But the issue is that the UAV affects everybody on the team. So you're kind of sort of helping the other duo that you're supposed to be going up against. But as you guys can see on your screen, Green Doze and Brittany are out. That means as long as Bama and Indy, I think that says, as long as they have more kills, they will also be moving on in our bracket.
Go by Wabi. I'm gonna go by Wabi.
Not too far away is that loadout there. Just a little bit of breakdown from Lemon Kiwi about what to expect. I'm trying to see. I'm trying to determine whether or not there's going to be moving from the loadouts, right? This is towards third circle again, pretty much the same position in a different game. But is that really worth it given how far away it is? And no, it's not. Looking to the sky again. Man, oh man, doesn't even have to shoot him on the ground, right? Just lets gravity do its job.
Oh my God, they're all over
that brings a whole other definition of it's raining men, because that's raining dead bodies, and I don't know if I like them dead. Personally,
don't know
anyway.
If you like them dead.
Don't personally prefer that, but Bama and Indy, as long as they clutch up on kills, they are perfectly fine. They even got a UAV up, so might as well pad those stats so, you know, in the bracket you look even cleaner.
Not sure if she likes dead bodies raining from the sky. That's a why would you say something so controversial yet so brave meme
so brave.
In and of itself. There you go. Just absolutely ground-splitting statements here from Lemon Kiwi. Oh man. More on the site here. More on the site, using that ACOG very well, Lemon.
Oh, you can see that they're communicating so well, taking different angles. They have the trees as cover, but the kill has been confirmed. It's now the 11th one for Bama and Friend. But his teammate is kind of down, and he is using self-revive, so he'll make the job easier. But the other guy was pushing him and thought he was safe, thought maybe his dead teammate would be bait, but that might be the end of the road for them. We'll see.
Different sites used by different squads, now Gulag for them. I think we're going to get towards the end of this one, and then, oh wow, so that was 11 there for Bama, I think I saw. I think we know what to expect here in the Gulag.
Yeah, and you heard it in the comms that, oh, we're clear, is what they said. They are totally happy with going to the Gulag. They were a little bit panicked, but getting 10 kills pretty much within the few minutes of drop is super good for them. So they are ecstatic, and maybe the Britney's costing sounds like a title that makes sense. They'll be out of the tournament, and that means Green Beams will be moving on to face the winner of Fart Noises and Potato Sacks.
She said they lost?
Some little bit different names there as we are now looking at the clock because it's Miller time, Lemon.
Miller time. I like that. I thought that was a certain beverage, but it's definitely this girl's name is Millie.
We're winning right now.
Oh.
Yeah, but
Okay.
it's about the girl's name. So
Ohio State flag in the background. Can we go to a different stream?
you're such a hater. Well, Gulag early. Looks like still like 100 people left in the lobby, so it was a very early Gulag.
Well, I don't think we've gotten scoreboard up, so we don't know how many kills they took for this Gulag appearance, right?
We'll see.
Like how many kills they took before
Millie?
right?
Oh, she was so focused but got flanked to the right as she was throwing tacticals in, so not too happy with that. Her camera's also covering.
I feel that. I feel that move, the hands over the face, right over the eyes, the fingers in the eyes. Man, oh man, I feel that.
Yeah. Also, her camera's covering the stuff. So, Millie and Roswald have 1 kill each. I have to make sure everyone's on the right team, but either way. We're seeing some very hot drops, and maybe this is going to be costing people the tournament lives here.
I don't have any money, Millie. I'm sorry. I can't help you.
I love these comms. I'm so glad that we get like a little bit of that, you know, because I've been there before.
Maybe next time.
And just the simple statements of saying, you know, I don't have enough cash. You're gonna have to drop me something. I'm not doing it, right? We were watching Neo a little while ago. That's who we're on board with right now. But I think we are moving along, Lemon.
Yeah, Millie and Roswell got 1 kill each, so they're actually ahead, by 2. I think the
dead.
other team has 0, and Napo is barely just getting out, so thankfully he has some armor, but he also needs some backup. His teammate's in the same building as him, so it's really important to play as close as you can to be able to trade those kills, and they actually are close to the other team, so not only using them as bait, but you could have the potential of stealing the other duo's kills.
Yeah, I'm gonna die.
Yeah, Neo here now catching some flack from the back. Is able to get away from it, though, not anywhere near as close as he got just a second ago, right?
So, like, was only one guy?
So he's still confused on where the other team is, because he's getting shot in the back, and he's not trying to, like, flip around or anything. He only has a pistol, so he knows that's just an L.
That triple shot and the burst fire that he just picked up, I've been using that one. It's decently new. If I was in the situation, I'd be turning and burning, trying to mount on something maybe, even though I do hate mounters, I'm not going to lie. But that's what I would do in the situation.
What you would do, yeah. The loadout drop is incoming, so this is going to help him. So if this other team is still chasing him, hopefully Napo will be able to turn around and deal with it. But they're working pretty well together, and they're still probably down a couple kills. So as long as you play slow and you outlive the other team, a couple kills is not that big a deal.
Yeah, exactly. Single elimination, yes, what you were saying, and there's a lot to be said for this, the mental factor that comes behind padding stats there in the brackets and stuff for other people to see and kind of like, putting the ball in their court mentally, what they think of you versus what you're worried about for them. But a single kill is still going to be a W. It's going to be a win no matter what, whether or not you win by 10 kills or 1 kill.
So it's just chilling out. Sometimes maybe camping is a little bit part of the strategy, right? It's not as much about... you get as many kills as possible, but sometimes just outliving the other team, your winning condition. If they drop, if the other duo drops out of the game and they're up a couple kills, then you just wait it out. They die, then okay, I only need to get 4 kills to win the game. So there is some strategy in being patient here.
Yeah, they're still shooting.
Yeah, and I do like that as well. It's very predictable as to what to expect, right? Other team goes down, you know exactly how many kills they have, you know exactly what you need to do for this one game, because again, single elimination, you're not going to be seeing the same team twice.
Yeah, definitely expecting like teams like Aiden and Tommy, the ones that are aggressive but also have that control and they're really disciplined about it. They know where they really have mastered these locations, so when they do drop, they get the couple kills and they know where people are going to be rotating to next. So you saw, the airport to the block rotation from Aiden and Tommy. They won their game. They had helicopter control. Like, these guys really know the game inside and out, and you're hoping that the competition coming into this qualifier is going to be able to stand up to that too.
Yep, and switching on back here. Back to Miller time. And Millie, who we were spectating. Up in the sky, just trying to formulate a new game plot here and what to do. try and get, what, they have 2 right now. Trying to add on top of that is the name of the game.
So, looks like they were down early in Gulags, so looks like Millie and Roswell were able to move up in the bracket. I think this is maybe their next game. I can't tell who her opposition is, and maybe that's why Millie put her camera there. She's like, I don't even want to see who the enemy is, and I don't care how much money they have. I don't give a heck. But they're figuring out. They're getting some loot in. They're also on the perimeter of the safe circle, so they're in a good spot as long as, you know, the kind of RNG of the loot is on their side.
Yep. And, I mean, in, you know, a little downtime, I guess this is the point that we can talk about that. BRs, right? Any other game, coaching-wise, that's the problem here. Because you can't coach RNG. You cannot coach somebody and say, you know, what, 2.5% of the time you're going to pick up a gold Electra here in this building, you know, southwest side of Circle, right? Other games, it's simply a different story. And so while I love BRs and I love watching BRs as serious esports, this is, you know, some high-level competition. That's what you're going to be seeing today. But my mind just goes where to fix those, right? How do you make it more competitive and make the game less so based on RNG, Lemon?
I'm not really sure about that one.
Tall order, right?
I kind of do like the RNG a little bit, and maybe, you know, that streamer luck comes in a little bit, and either way, you kind of spread out at some parts, right? You're a duo, you can go to different buildings, and you kind of double your chances of getting good stuff, and you already saw Millie go back with Roswell and kind of give each other some armor. Not the greatest amount of armor. Millie only has 1. Not sure what Roswell's carrying, but really staying together, but also distance enough that you're not going to get two-pieced, and you can at least cover more ground that way.
Yeah, the shots through walls and everything else was changed, not super recently in the most recent patch, but you can definitely tell the effect it has and how these streamers are really respecting those shots from the walls. As far as RNG stuff, other people have said kind of the hard lock. So there's soft locks and hard locks, right? Soft locks being there's always going to be an AR here. What type of AR? That's left up to randomly generated numbers.
I think they try to get those.
But and hard locks are just not battle royales, right? Hard locks being there's always going to be a gold Electra in this spot. So neither ones are perfect fixes. But the format I feel is still electrifying and very interesting.
Honestly,
right.
Also, yeah, this is Miller Time's next game against the Minnesota Flappers. So, we can also check. Yeah, there's Napo on your screen, and very good eager. I mean, the guy has 13,000. He could almost buy his own Jeep if he wanted to. And they got their loadouts. They got the heartbeat sensors, and you can see that right now he's just baiting the loadout. He's got his heartbeat sensor to see if anyone's coming nearby, and this is maybe an easy way to get a couple kills. And you can see that he's looking at his map. That once they are done with this loadout, they might just rotate over to buy station to see if anyone's gathered around there.
Yeah, heartbeat sensor, right? Little mini UAV in the pocket with unlimited uses.
So chilling out and gathering intel seems to be the name of the game for these guys, and not as much, you know, getting on tall buildings. It's more being at a more unsuspecting locations. So being in corners, really testing to see if people are checking those, and getting the upper hand in that gunfight is important. He's got the armor satchel too, so he's able to just have all 8 of those armors. He's got the gas mask, and they're inside the safe circle, so they might just camp here as long as possible. We can also go check in with Millie and Roswell as how they're going to be able to equalize this eco difference. The other guys might want to go to a buy station soon, get some UAVs on. But again, like I mentioned before, you're 2 duos against each other in one quad game, so the UAV will help the other team.
Yeah, that's always something you kind of have to take into account here. And there's a dozen of things like that, right? A dozen examples of that. You're looking at armor boxes, looking at ammo boxes. And there's just a couple other things that can be shared throughout the entire, throughout the entire team. It'd be very interesting if we saw it in Cold War's Warzone version that they have confirmed there is going to be a Warzone version for Call of Duty Cold War. If there were almost settings that you could put for your duos or your quads, right? It's like, you know, they're dropping as quads, but there's this that we want to be able to change and not share these resources with team. Now, UAV wouldn't make sense there, but something like an armor box, ammo box, I think that'd be a lot more doable, right?
Mm-hmm. There's also some cool changes with the recent patch. You know, you got that cool train that has crazy amounts of loot.
Yes,
I haven't seen in too many recent Warzone tournaments people wanting to directly land on that, as it is a hot spot and little some awkward gunfights that you have to take there. Then there's zip lines where you don't have to go through the front door on the bottom level to go to the top of a building, and other changes. But I've been liking what they're adding.
Yeah, who knew that ziplines would just change this game for the better so much? They call it quality of life in other things, and that's not what you could call it here, because usually quality of life is usually, you know, obviously like heads-up display fixes, things like this. But good night, it is so much easier, so much better. It really does take the focus off so much of just get on top of the tallest tower around, sit up there and lob shots at people forever. Which is, again, just not the funnest way to play this game. But talking about trains, I kind of want to go back to that for a second. It's so much fun to play in your regular games, but it always is going to be a hotspot. Now, do you have confidence in your abilities? Or are you going to be shooting at this knowing that there's at least 2 orange boxes on every single one, and an ammo box, like a full ammo, sorry, not the, ammo resupply, I guess I could call it, not an ammo box, because it's hard and everybody can hit it once, right? Not the soft one that explodes and goes away afterwards. Moving along here, though. Tugboat's waxing philosophical too much.
And also Miller Time and Roswell got inside of the bunker, so they had a lot of really good loot. Mainly they found a UAV and an armor satchel. I think those were the most notable things, but you see, you don't even need to go into a bunker to find those same things. And these guys got a vehicle that's full of blood. I don't know who they ran over with it, but it's pretty disgusting. Needs to go through a car wash. And full-on armor, gas mask, they have the money. So maybe with 8,000 bucks, you go towards a buy station. Think about UAV airstrike, you know, they have self-revive, so it'd be good to spend that money, so if you die, you don't give it to someone else, or at least hopefully your teammate gets it.
Spend money does, I mean, Call of Duty in real life, not going to feel bad, neither one of those. The movement onto a buy box, given that obviously these are you know, super hot locations, they have the self-revives. UAVs are nice, but of course everybody has Ghost now, right? You're not going to get that much value from it. Now, buying 3 of them back-to-back, you know, advanced UAVs, that's a little bit different, obviously, because you hit 3 of those in a row. You get the perfect location. You even see where people are looking at, whether or not they have Ghost. But, yeah, I guess, again, yours and mine might just be a little bit of a different look at it, right? You like the UAVs?
Yeah, UAVs. When I'm in my own team, though, I mean, I don't know if I really want to pop a UAV with the other team that can benefit from it. And I mean, it really depends if you're in a hot spot, you know, middle of downtown, and you just want to know who's nearby. That is going to give you more benefit than you're really losing out on the other team getting help. And then if you're in this incredible lead, you might as well stack that up. And there's also some strategies of if you do lose your duo partner in a game like this, like in previous Warzone tournaments I've seen this format, the third person, the lonely duck, will then follow the other duo and really just try and steal their kills. Mainly you are able to stay alive longer until you get enough money to redeploy the other person.
Yeah. So name of the game there is just trying to get that last shot, right? I've heard other people comically refer to it as fourth partying, right? You know, third partying, you attacking the other team, and then some other random showing up. But fourth party is these situations where you're playing these 2v2s, and like you said, teammate dies, and you come over and try and camp out, snatch as many kills away from your opponents as you can. Like you said, blood-filled Jeep here. We're going to call it a Jeep because we were talking about it earlier. Charging across, and this is where I want to take the conversation here, right? Like, what contracts are you going to try and start in this situation? Now, a bounty, that makes sense.
Yeah, that can get you some extra money, and especially if you don't have the intel of where people are nearby. But the issue is the other team know they're being hunted. They know how close you are at all times, you know, by the threat level. And, Napo is so good at running. This guy runs incredibly well because he gets shot in the back all the time and then just gets out of dodge. He's not really going to communicate where that's coming from, and he doesn't really care about trading that. He's just focused on running and living.
Running and living. There you go. That sounds like a tagline for a horror movie, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Minute 57 here for them to... Oh, no, excuse me. Minute 57 on their own protect. So they're being hunted as well as having one. They only have a minute and 15 seconds left. That was what I was getting at a little bit more about, you know... Picking up a bounty like this, right? Picking up the hunting bounty, you can go over there, and it doesn't matter whether or not they have Ghost, right? You still know exactly where they are, and it's going to get pinged every, I think, 6 seconds. I can't exactly remember, honestly.
Something like that. Oh, taking some shots, Millie. Millie's like, I'm hiding, you do the rest. But you got a good little crate as a head glitch, so this is perfectly fine. You got the heartbeat sensor if they are pushing, which they did. They just slid right in, and not into the DMs, but into the Shadow Realm. So that's very clutch of them.
Instant death. Yeah. Instant death, doom, delirious destruction. That's what Millie is gonna be serving out here, especially when you try and slide into a garage like that. It was interesting, and this is fantastic teamwork. You could literally see it. Millie popping up, seeing the very beginning of player running in. Definitely had the comms come across. Other player got that one, and with them having that dark outfit on, it's going to be really hard to see against a brick outdrop. Otherwise, there's no reason for a player to have run and slid like that against somebody else who's standing 5 feet away and not behind that box.
So this is Miller time versus Minnesota Floppers. You saw a little bit of the scoreboard. They're actually really close in kills, difference of only a couple. So at this point, it's not about, playing crazy aggressive, and you need to get that lead right now. At this point, just being down a couple kills or up a couple kills, it's just about outliving. So you're going to be seeing more of a camp play style from a lot of these teams, especially if they have less experience. They might just let the intel come to them, maybe hear some noises, hear some UAVs, hear some airstrikes, and then really react instead of initiate.
Again, so just kind of a different look at it. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Like, versus initiating. Yeah, okay, I'm with it. I'm with it. Pitching different ideas here. I like it. Not too far away is Miller time from this bounty, but done is the time that they had a team after them. Now they'll be getting a big percentage bonus, 120 on this one for any other contracts they pick up for the rest of the game. A little bit of flack from the side, but yeah, just one plate invested, that's it. And they even have supply boxes, so of course this tells them that other teams didn't come through here.
No, I have a sniper, so.
So they got a sniper, you heard. So maybe getting on top of a tall building, which they're not really in an area that has great angles for a sniper. And there's lots of buildings, so they're thinking about going into Superstore, so a late rotation there. A lot of people like to drop here and die off the bat, so it should be pretty looted, but they are taking shots from behind, so they should be able to get around this wall, but they have to be aware that another team knows they're there.
There's a sniper spot right here.
Oh, yeah, these is actually a two-fronted war here. Not sure if this is the same four-man squad. This is giving them flak from the front and the back here, but there's not a whole lot of space between them and this circle, but enough for a team. Now they really just need to get on the other side of this and maybe bunker up in Superstore, get on top of some of these racks here, and take the fight from there. Where they're at right now is not good.
Yeah, I mean, with a sniper, maybe you try and get at the top of Superstore. They're getting some loot from it, and inside the Superstore, there's lots of places to hide. You see, Millie and Friend definitely like to be in very small locations and catch people running by. I mean, they had that one guy just like slide right in the middle of them, so it's some easy kills. So they're playing kind of like a trap play style, and someone dropping right there. Millie's gonna pick up the kill, saves her teammate. And that'll be about probably 8 kills for them total.
Yeah, you said it's raining men. I call that death from above, or at least attempted, because that did not last very long. We had, what, 2 plates of damage on both of these players? Like, between these 2 players? Not on both, between these 2? Was there any more than that? I didn't see anything.
I don't know. I think they thought they heard an airstrike or something. I heard something airstrike. They were thinking about it. Maybe the other guy picked it up, but it's fine. They're moving on.
I just meant I don't think the person who dropped down there got very much damage on them at all. Not really sure. Moving on here, though. 3 kills at the top, 4 on the bottom here from Millie, I think is what I saw.
There's no need to push, but there's no need to get kills if we keep
Yeah, I think that this is still a really close game between both the teams, just like down a couple kills. So they are on the perimeter of the safe circle. There's not that many people left. We did see a little bit of a glimpse that both these people are both these duos are really close, but somebody needs to be redeployed, so somebody from Minnesota Floppers flop the bed.
Yeah, I'm trying to see that. I think that is Neo, not teammate. Yeah, so Roswald is the... No, Convict is the teammate of Neo, excuse me. So Roswald and Millie playing together. You can, yeah, ES tab for their regiment tag on that one. They are on the, what, north... Oh, no, sorry, yeah, dead south side of this circle here. Known Convict knows what he needs to do, pulls out that heartbeat, looking for more here. I think he's going to be able to stay in lobby here. Yeah, okay, so very nice circle placement, very lucky circle placement for him.
And he's got a vehicle, but, you can easily outrun that circle once it starts closing. Napo down, no gulag too, so known
not trying to pick them
convict
up, they're
has
just
the
literally trying to
money
win
but
the
has
game.
to sort of find a place to go to a buy station. And just judging from the pings on the map, it's in the gas right now, and he's taking his sweet time. And with the gas mask, like maybe you get it done, but they're thinking maybe there's a buy station inside of the circle, and he's really taking his time. At this point, it's either go to a buy station or try and clutch it out.
Yeah, 20 seconds. Given that you know everybody in this area is going to be looking along the side of the circle here for people coming in, this is the optimal time to move. A lot of people opt towards that very, very last second. I do not think that is beneficial.
Yeah, it's just up to him to clutch it out. And Milio got shot from her right. She did round the corner, so she can get revived, but they're thinking it was long enough distance that they're able to get away with that revive. So quickly going into the building is a smart move. Closing the door behind you so that you can hear them coming, and they're starting to panic a little bit.
You're not high.
Yeah, Edge of Circle again. Millie is not dying easily. This is I mean, just simply based on what they've been doing, 4 kills and more coming in here. 7th Circle starting very soon. This is a team that's performing very well, and even under pressure, able to keep it through. And this is not the first time they've been felled yet.
But this is one of our longer games. I mean, the other games we watched, people kind of dropped and got to the gulag and either lost it or kind of won the gulag and then died right after. So the final 10 people, the 4 of them including the people you see on your screen, Millie and Friend, at least on the high ground. They can also just parachute down to the safe circle once that timer runs out, and Millie was able to break the armor but not confirm the kill. They are surrounding that building. She sees somebody to the left and gets some damage into the armor as the cluster strike has been called by her teammate. As now she wants to push in on it. The kill has been confirmed, and positioning earned from Millie.
Very, very nice. Yeah, taking this corner is really the best part that came from that team fight here. Oh, did not catch him on the left side. Going to be very thankful that the idea and the tension was over towards Millie's teammate. And I think Millie did.
8 to 11. 8 to 11. I'm seeing 4 plus 4 from Roswald, Convict, and Napo. 9 plus 2 is 11. Only losing by a couple kills. That means Napo and Convict will be moving on in our bracket.
Yeah, nicely done. And a pretty close one. I love how they came through there. Still got first, but again, only points 4 kills here. But they took every single one there was to be had, right?
Yes, I'm seeing, just pulling up the bracket, which you guys can also follow along to, battlefied.com/elitegamer. Here's how our bracket is shaping out. So we kind of expected Tommy and Aiden to go on, but we got the Verdansk Vipers versus Circle, Potato Sacks versus Green Beams, and X-Set will be facing the Minnesota Floppers.
Yeah, so we are jumping on in here to Green Beams in the quarterfinals, and looks like, yeah, that's Bama teammate Indy. Do you believe they're together? So this is other 2, yeah, who have been felled here. If we get a flash of the scoreboard, we'll know exactly where they're at, but they do have a little bit of a trek ahead of them to get onto the circle.
So yeah, pretty fresh game, 0 kills. They got a bounty they can start off, which they already have. Just get that extra money, get some intel. Just maybe sometimes it gives you inspiration as to where to rotate to next. Especially if you're new to the game, sometimes you drop and then you're like, now what? Where do I go to next? So they did drop Boneyard. And where do you like to go to after Boneyard? It's kind of on the edge of the map.
Oh, after Bone? I mean, picking through Superstore is always good. There are people who still, game's been out for almost a year now, excuse me, who still don't know that there's really just pockets of great loot, simply great loot in various parts of Superstores. There's several different levels. You have these racks where there's stuff on top of as well, and gold stuff like that. That's where I was getting to. Thank you so much there, Bama. That's I was tying my point together perfectly. The 2 big things, right? The armor satchels and your gas masks. Those are aplenty there in Superstore, and again, it just blows my mind to this day how that happens. Now, moving out of Boneyard, you can also go south towards Hills. There's just not as much cover, especially if you're looking at a huge circle over towards Lumber side, Stadium side, or even down south towards Prison.
Well, not so lucky is Aaron, who I guess lost his gulag. This is one of the players from Potato Sack, so Green Beams versus Potatoes. You guys let us know in chat what you prefer, but so far, Potato Sacks aren't very good right now.
Potatoes versus Green Beans?
Right.
Potatoes versus Green Beans? Come on. Come on.
Let's go check out Potatoes. There we go.
The versatility of Potatoes, even if you didn't like the taste, should win that argument 100 times out of 100.
So they're able to get at least some loadouts going, but Potato Sacks will have to just clutch up until they get enough money to redeploy Aaron it was. So I think Xseg is the teammate of Potato Sacks. So the edges are Potato Sacks, the inner players are Green Beams.
I'm sorry, you kind of cut out there for a second. Could you say that again?
Oh, Indy and Bama are from Green Beams, and then Aaron and Xeg are from Potato Sacks. So Xeg is close to getting enough money. He even found a helicopter. A bit of a risky move. It's kind of like, hello, I'm here. And there's an airstrike in the distance. So he's going to be driving away from that.
Yeah, just in the nick of time, too. But, I got to say that. We've seen, loads of different teams utilizing these helicopters without a whole lot of flak taken from it. Yes, we saw missiles get locked in and fired in, but everybody got out of it in time, and that's really been it so far. This is quads. One would anticipate a whole lot of attention come toward these really loud whirlybirds as soon as they come up, right?
Yeah, and Xeg currently has a bounty on him. He's able to redeploy his teammate Aaron. And then you have Bama from Green Beams who has to go through the gulag. So we'll see if we're able to check in depending on if we have Indy's feed or Bama's feed. But back in the helicopter we go for Xeg.
Yep, once again, logic be damned. Who knows? This is, so Indy and Bama did fall, still got a self-revive. So on paper, again, Indy going to be in a slightly better position here from XZ EGT. Just probably call him EGT.
Sure.
That might be easier. Yeah, there you go. Got the classic TTV tag on in there. I love to see it.
So pretty far from the safe circle, but still lots of time for them to rotate towards it. Looks like they are just driving in the direction of some pings that they saw. And maybe dropping around. And he's got a bounty on him, so just stay up into the air and hope that no one got their loadouts or no one's going to care about shooting you off in the distance. And even if he starts taking some fire, he can just drop out of the helicopter like that. As he goes to pick up his teammate, as 5-star Uber.
There you go. You better give him that 5-star now. Tip up and down, but you better be giving him that 5-star. He came through literal gunfire to come and pick you up.
Ooh, got Bama. He's in the gulag. And he's just playing so aggressive. Went to the left and caught the guy. Not looking. He will make it out.
Ooh, and aerating the body afterwards. Little shots to bot afterwards. We all know what that one means. Actually, that's kind of a not so great. Okay, excuse me. I thought this timer was a little bit lower. I was saying having a guy drop that far away from circle because I thought circle was coming in, that's really bad luck, we'll say. But they got plenty of time here, and oh my goodness, just King Midas's loot down here. Anything they want. And a red access card? Wait, if we get this map up for a second, possibly, that would be amazing to see here, to see if that bunker will be available to them, because if they don't pick that up and utilize that, I would be amazed.
Yeah, we saw even Millie in her game, they went for a bunker push, and they didn't really get, crazy amounts of good stuff. They got a UAV and an armor satchel, and a couple rare weapons, but nothing that I think they ended up using. So it could be, taking quite a lot of time to go through bunker, and then you don't even know if it's worth the time investment. But if you just find cards, then sure, go for it.
I mean, it's still Circle 1. You got all the time in the world. You're the world at your feet here, right? Loads of time to operate with. And I guess I'm just as surprised about it. I'll get over it. I probably won't die from it. Superstore moving across here. They do have plenty of audio cues and information based on where people are popping off. UAV coming out now as they ride the very, very close to the wall here. We talked about helicopter Ubers here earlier, but oh my goodness, how the action popping off.
Yeah, they're probably glad they jumped out of that vehicle, but where does that explosion come from? They got pings over in this green building. One's going to enter through the front. I think the other goes through the side, but we'll be pushing up. I think they got shotguns in hand. They had some stuns come down the staircase, so he's just making sure that someone didn't drop off the roof and try and go for a flank. But taking different angles is really important here because one C4 could just end you, and that's exactly why you rotate around. Finds one, gets some shots into the second, and disengaged right at the perfect moment that he didn't drop. He has time to armor back up. He only has one, though, as the other guy's still outside.
There it is, the explosive shots for the shotgun going off, and man, it's electrifying, it's awesome gameplay, but man, shotguns in Call of Duty. Fantastic stuff, the double piece here. Now he's only got a couple left. No, sorry, he shot at teammate because nameplate wasn't up. I thought that was the rest of the squad here.
I actually do that so much. I actually just unload on somebody. They're like, why are you shooting me? So thank God there's no friendly fire in this game, because I swear I would be Lemon Kiwi's costing team in this bracket.
that would be the team name, you know, not Bryn is costing, but LK is costing.
Yeah, yeah. Let me just call me out right there. But we're going to be switching on over to see what Exeg and Aaron are doing. This is Team Potato Sacks, which already 7 kills for this guy. We can't see what his teammate has, but I'm sure this is still a really close game. And at the end, unless you're down by like 10 kills, at any point you can come back from this as long as you outlive your opponent.
Yeah, I mean, as long as that middle number here, 59 for us right now, is higher than, or at least I guess 2 players higher, or 4 if you have your teammates higher than what your teammates have, there's still opportunity. There's still hopes and dreams that have not yet been shattered. Now looking at settings here. Okay, yeah, so he was going back and turning off the audio settings for to hear your teammates' vehicles and the noise that it makes, which makes a lot of sense because those are loud. I'm sure you know this.
Yeah. I can get quite annoying. I turn the music off in almost every game because I feel like it adds so much tension. I just like the silence. I like to meditate. Oh, we can see some kills. I think 9-7 is what the player just called out. So again, a very close game, 2 kills. And he's got the heartbeat sensor in case anyone were to be below them, but they are seeing some shots in the distance, so they might just hover and see who they can find.
Yeah, again, man, that heartbeat sensor going to be used in every single situation. Mini UAV in your pocket. There's no wonder, I guess, that everybody goes for that middle perk. First loadout going for the overkill. Second loadout almost always going for the ghost. Not many bounties utilized from this squad so far. They do have plenty to purchase their own self-revive kit. They might just be waiting for the pick-upables. That one being new, right? The self-revive kits that you can pick up no longer have to purchase.
So yeah, everyone's got self-revives now. I mean, Aaron has $14,000. He can get the whole box if he wanted to. I mean, UAV, airstrike, whatever. But we haven't seen too many UAVs. And, even sharing the love, that's important. So if you get down, then the other team doesn't steal all your money. They also had a very, very parking of this helicopter. They were quite careful and gentle with it. I saw another guy kind of crash his helicopter in the side of a building, and I'm like, all right, if you just want to announce to everybody that you're landing, go for it.
He's rude to the helicopter, the manufacturers. Come on. But bounty is now up, and again, I believe so. Yeah, again, we're on board now with Bama and Indy, his teammate. They are in the vehicle down bottom. Opponents up top. They're the ones that popped this bounty, so now this might just be a mad dash to whoever can make it on in here. That's Aaron, teammate, getting it done. Bama and Indy looking to join the party, but not like that. They get ejected quickly, Bama does.
Oh, and it's the pink bullets, too. He couldn't get around the Jeep in time. They're over on Stadium side, so Bama and Exeg are currently, they're actually on opposite teams too, so it's up to Indy and Aaron who can clutch it out for their squad. I mean, this was a game that was only difference from a couple kills as Aaron needs to be redeployed, so does Bama. Exeg is still kicking around. He will armor back up. Indy versus Exeg to see who can clutch up, and only one of them can redeploy in time, as you can see on your scoreboard. Only 3 kills difference.
Yep, I think that was 7 for Indy and Bama. And you know what I just realized while you were saying that?
Yeah.
Indy and Bama, like Indianapolis and Alabama, they're like just saying states names.
Oh, nice.
There you go. A little theme to the squad. Mounted attempts here. Indy trying for the long balls.
I'm gonna just go get cash. I know they're here. I gotta fight this guy.
So you can hear in the comms that he's deciding that he needs to fight this. You got to go eliminate someone called Yoda. Like, oh, that's a cool name. But he's gonna be dead soon, pretty quick, because you just got this boy posting up. Only, like, you could see pretty sizable difference now at this point. Not too many people left in the lobby, and he thought about going after the bounty, but maybe by himself. You don't know how big of a squad is protecting this Yoda character, so he doesn't know what to do right now.
Yeah, it may not be the entire Federation behind him. Who knows? That would make more sense than the Star Wars universe. A huge money advantage here for Boy Exit, but if I'm choosing between the two of these, I'm going to go with the one with the 6 plates. Not a whole lot of damage on him and a self-revive every time.
Yeah, Exeg was able, let's go check in with him soon, and he doesn't have any armor left. He probably took some shots. He's clearly freaking out right now because he's got his heartbeat sensor. He is just leaving this building, and he's just in this open area. So he's just got to pray to the RNG gods that he can get over this hill and get away. He has money to go to a buy station, but I don't know if he'll get there safely.
Yeah, Indy now making up a little bit of that difference as he moves through this stadium area, stadium that has been opened up recently, and really makes for some interesting gameplay. Of course, everybody dropped here once it first came out, but now it is more normally populated, I'll say. Bounty is not going to be up for too much longer, so that information will be gone in about 15. Moving across here is Exit, and yeah, he's making his way towards his buy station. He's going to get probably 2 sets of plates on this one.
Ooh, and the contract, he was able to deal with that, get some extra money, and heartbeat sensor shows no one is nearby, so he can go and redeploy. And make sure you redeploy the right teammate too, because there is like other people you don't want to be reviving, so don't make that mistake.
Yeah, that is a very good point, Living Kiwi. I feel like that's a fat finger mistake that I would make here. Just thinking that I'm gravy. Oh, I'm in the zone. Got it going. Got all this money. Gonna go revive. Oh my God! I just res the guy with the different regiment tag.
Oh, everyone's back in the game, it looks like. So getting some armor back up. Self-revives available for, I think that's Potato Sack. We got at least Egg, and then Indy's on the other team. So 1 self-revive per team. And ego's pretty low because both teams had to invest a lot to redeploy the second teammate. But at least that means this is a winnable game for either squad.
I'm amazed that Exet has been able to make his way across this and back without getting any attention whatsoever. Now, edge of circle, pretty good situation that he finds himself in. 4th circle coming up here in about 2.5. Teammate is not nearby, but that's okay. One could even say it might even be better, again, if they're confident in their abilities to getting kills individually and not necessarily as a duo.
Yeah, maybe this late in the game, you're expecting not everyone to have their all 4 members still alive in their squad. So a 1v3 or 1v2, if you're lucky, is definitely more doable than 1v4 off the start. So you're seeing a lot of these teams play as, you know, attached to the hip duos at the start. And now you can see they're starting to separate because they maybe are starting to realize they're down in kills and you need to clutch up a little bit. Or yeah, they're slowly reuniting, but at least Egg is depending on Aaron to make the call-outs and he can follow up with it.
That's Bounty is nearby. I have to wonder what the game plan is really. I am honestly very respectful of Exet. He's just been charging across here. What he's doing, I believe, is just kind of looking for kills and will then attempt to kite a little bit to come back to a to really advantageous position, finish up kills. I think that might have been the move they switched to, right? That Exet and Potato are looking to eventually get together, but try and take the individual kills as they come. Now they're together, and we'll be operating as a well-oiled machine as the duo coming into our 4th circle.
Not a lot of people left, so and not a lot of kills that we've seen. I mean, at this point, it's just been about living, looting as much as possible, maybe getting lucky and finding a UAV or a dead silence, like something to just give your team the edge right now. And they're playing more as a team. We're seeing Egg and Aaron have joined each other's sides. Maybe we can go check out what Indy and Bama are up to, but so far they only have a couple $100 between themselves. A self-revive, sharing is caring. And Bama is in the middle of action, and Indy is going to be exchanging shots. The thermal's going to help just a little bit, but it's with the recoil on that weapon, it's going to be hard to finish off that kill.
Yeah, I mean, 200 in the clip. He'll be able to absolutely pepper these rocks. Person on the other side of this should, at the end of the day, be glad that this is hard cover and not soft cover like your wood walls. Emma taking a lot of damage, is able to get down. Not going to last.
Okay, if I can do math really quickly. 6 plus 4 is 10, and 7 plus 7 is 14. I think green beams are ahead. No, I said right? 6 plus 4 is 10.
Yeah, 6
but
plus
anyway.
4 is 10, and the other two had 4 and a 7, right?
I think either way, green beams are ahead right now, and that's all that matters. But it only depends if Indy gets out of the gulag. Because if not, there's a chance for Potato Sacks to come back.
Got the Finnick in hand. This is honestly, I've been waiting for somebody to pull this out, and it's kind of, I guess, ironic that it comes out in the gulag. Got damage on, but then runs on top of a Simtex. Hate to see it.
That hurt.
Death in the gulag.
Hate to see it. Yeah, and Simtex, yeah, I guess I heard the beep, so that's kind of hard to miss because there's that giant sound cue of the "don't step on me" noise. So that means green beams are out of commission for now. But I still think that Egg and Aaron or Potato Sacks have a couple kills to catch up before they can be crowned your winner of this match.
You know, and I just realized the interesting stuff. So you go to gulag, and if you win that, you also get a kill. So that goes towards your kill race. This might be super obvious, but I'm kind of realizing how that is interesting for our format here, right? You go to Gulag and you get
armor.
an advantage of a kill as well as another shot at life. So, interesting stuff. I never really thought about it like that before.
We'll just get fine. Yeah, it looks like the other team have left, so we will assume that Exeg and Aaron will be moving on in our bracket. And we're kind of approaching, you know, the top 8 situation. A lot of these teams have been waiting for their opponents, and we're getting close to the end of our tournament, slowly but surely.
Looking at this bracket again, I do believe that has been figured out.
Woo.
Tommy and Aiden going against the AZ bots here. Maybe AZ would be... AUS is Australia. AZ is Arizona. The Arizona bots, maybe. Who knows? Verdant's Vipers, again, love the alliteration. Going up against Circle, Floppers, and Xset on the other side. Floppers and Xset we both got to see a little bit on stream. And Potato Sacks and Green Beams, with Green Beams taking that one on in. Right?
Yep, they'll be moving on towards the end, so we can check out what our next team is doing. But also, while we have a couple seconds to talk, make sure you guys check out Elite Gamer, the new software that Cox just came out. So if you go to cox.com/gamer, you get the information of how this helps just stabilize your connection from your PC to the game server and just makes things way easier. Because there's nothing more frustrating than you're about to do something like this and then you lag out.
Yes, lag spikes definitely helped when you utilize our Elite Gamer squad. Shoutouts to Cox as well, you know, the classic cable company, and Florida Mutineers, the best branding in the Call of Duty League. You heard it here first. On board with Wesley here, and long-range shots right on the outside of Circle, Lemon.
So this is the Verdansk Vipers versus Team Circle. We kind of changed their name at the end, and I won't tell you why, but that's fine. We got one player down, and holy cow! There's 2 players with 12 kills each on there. It kind of went away too quickly to get my calculator out, but some people are popping off.
I hear you. Yeah, big stuff. Double-digit performances in here already as we are getting closer to this 5th circle. Verdant's Vipers striking on this one very well.
So, just so we know which players are who, Verdansk Vipers is Chalice and Cool Whippin', and Team Circle are the other 2. Team Circle being Wheezy, I'm going to say Wheezy, and Sir Sizz, but, I mean, by the time I figure stuff out, Wheeze is just figuring out if he can revive himself. He's using that right now. He's got tons of armor if he can get himself back up. Clearly, this was somebody shooting at him at the distance, and his teammate either confirmed the kill or warded him off. He's able to get himself back up. So, Wheezy and Sir Sizz from Team Circle. See if they can live as long as they can. The top 2 are the other team, and one needs to be redeployed. Cool Whippin', and go check out what he's up to maybe in a second. He's got the money to redeploy his teammate, but let's see if he's even close to another buy station. If he could survive right here, it's going to be important because he has to redeploy his teammate. If he goes down, that might just give the dub to Wheezy and Sir Sizz. And this is bracket. This is 1 game only. 1 game kill race. If you are down... if you go down early, you are down in kills and are fully killed, you are out of the tournament. But thankfully, we have 3 other qualifiers. Go over to battlefy.com/elitegamer. See it on your screen. Beautiful timing. You guys can go and sign up yourselves. Anybody can sign up as long as you're a duo. And there's some probably other rules there about ages and stuff. And you can't be a Cox employee. There we go. But either way, Wheezy, off at a distance, was able to crack the armor, gets the ping as well. It's the last couple circles, only a few members left. We could get a Warzone victory, but this only matters for the kills. There's a Warzone victory, so I'm seeing Wheezy and Sir Sizz at 23 kills, and 16 plus 5 is 21, so I'm thinking Team Circle took the dub here, but I'll wait for final confirmation from our admins just to make sure that my 3rd grade math isn't off. But that means we can also jump into another game to see how the rest of our top 8 are doing. As I'm just scrolling through the bracket myself, I'm seeing Tommy and Aiden beat AZ bots, and they're already moving on. So it must have been AZ bots just kind of dropping Superstore and dying immediately. I'm here, and we're going to be checking in with Xset. So, looks like they dropped over on Stadium side. And this is pretty mid-game, 80 people left on this one. It is Xset versus Minnesota Floppers. So you guys saw them on stream not too long ago. It's Napo and Known Convict on that team. I think they even have a sub, so they clearly came prepared. And for X set, we have
They're back there. I'm gonna go.
Keg. I want to say Keg W, but I don't think that's his name. And then Russ Daddy. But I'm just going to say Russ because that's more appropriate, coming from me at least. But they got the heartbeat sensor in the middle of Stadium, which at least in the recent patch, if you guys haven't noticed, they actually opened up Stadium. You can go inside using any of the doors on the outside. They have an open roof that you can just drop in hot from the parachute, so whatever you prefer. But it is a lot of running around if you like doing your sprints, and there are some vehicles nearby. You see, even Napo is going to be coming to join the fun in his vehicle, but he's on the other team, so he needs to go away and not steal kills.
I always thought it was interesting, right? They put full Jeeps. I mean, 4x4s would make more sense, or the four-wheelers would make more sense, but they put full Jeeps inside the stadium. Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff.
I don't know how they fit those in there, but it works out. And it looks like these guys have been running forever, and I don't think they're getting any more loot. They're maybe going towards that bounty that is outlined in the red crown you can see on your screen, and they might eventually find them, but this seems a little bit like insanity.
That's I believe that's a crown, so the kill leader in the lobby, and that's what they're going for.
gotcha.
They might have just been doing rotations there. Oh my goodness. So they just, go out to the track for a minute, come inside, do some casual killing, just normal stuff here for these Call of Duty Warzone players.
Some bounties on, but the camera's covering it. Either way, red dots in front. They're trying to really find where this last guy is hiding, and clearly getting something at the buy station and just waiting for them to rotate out. Great shots from our boy Kek W. And he's going for a second one, cracks the armor, about to drop down, gets the double kill and the team wipe.
He's a bad, bad man. There has been a murder, Lemon Kiwi. I would not like to be on the other end of those shots. That is a kilo that does not kick. That is why it is continuing to be used here in our Warzone. I mean, that was the entire reason behind the MP7 meta, but hey, what am I doing? Action going on. SMG and AR in hand here. This is, again, Kek, who's just doing fantastic things with that kilo, and that's just another one that is dropped. Easy peasy. These guys are finding kills like they find lint in their pocket.
And they got the buy station, and it's really nicely covered, so they can just, as they're racking up all these kills, they can keep going for it. He just got a self-revive. He's chasing somebody over in these beer tents, and they pinched from both angles, able to confirm that kill, and the bounty is expired, so they won't be benefiting from that, but they will be benefiting from a bunch of kills they got over on Stadium.
Yeah, plays like these, who needs bounties? But a big explosion comes in very early. Teammate get taken down, but that's all you're going to get. Another one racked up from Kek. He is spitting distance away from a buy station. His teammate will be back any second.
He's like, oh,
how's
the
he
other
not gotten more than 2,800? I don't understand. There's a lot of kills right there. How's he not gotten more cash than this right now?
Yeah, I know he spent a little bit at the buy station, so now he's going over towards the loadout. He's got at least the other team over in the distance, so this is a strategy we've seen in lots of Warzone tournaments when you're two duos against each other. If you're just a single lonely duckling, single ready to mingle, well, you go and mingle with the other team, and either to steal their kills, and mainly you just have more backup, especially in this mid-game where there still could be 4 squads on the other side.
Yeah, not exactly a date these other two are going to go on, because that really can be here, as it has been before, the deciding factor in these kill race tournaments with the quads coming up, 2 duos against each other. But that is 100% the smart play here, Kiwi. You're right.
Hi, Roxy.
And you can see they're starting to joke around because they're in a comfortable position. They're in probably the safest spots. I know they literally did laps and marathons around this stadium. They've killed everybody both inside and out. So yeah, you can just camp this out. There's probably no loot left. There's some loadouts, whatever, but as long as they can live longer, that's all that matters. And their eco is still pretty decent.
Yeah, again, this is kind of like your superstore, the same kind of situation. You're looking at a just absolutely huge area that, unless you're looking at experienced players, it's going to be very easy to leave, little remnants of cash, a little 500 here, a little loot box there that you can get and get enough to get his res back up. But this is Kek moving back through here. Got his teammate right in front of him, fire and desolation in front of him. They now know that they're up top. Simtex out on the wall, doesn't get damage on second player up top. Person down bottom on stairs is already dead.
Oh, he's like, wait, who's that guy? Why was he there? That's why you have trust issues, especially in heartbeat sensors when the other teams can be running Ghost, or sometimes you don't whip it out in time and you get killed. So Got to be careful. At least you can see they're being pretty friendly to the other team. They're all stacked in the stadium. I hope they know they're supposed to be competing against the other team. So whoever's up ahead in kills right now, I guess you're fine. You can just keep stealing the other guy's kills, and they're not going to be making much more progress than you are.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think a player like Heck needs any help. Let's just say that. He's the only one with the self-revive on. He's got a crazy amount of kills. We're back on over here with my man Neo. We saw him a little bit earlier, and the decently narrow victory that they pulled out against their opponents last round, right?
Yeah, pretty good so far. I mean, they made it to the top 8, but there's only prizes for first place and second place. And just a reminder, this is a qualifier for the Celebrity Pro-Am Championship at the end of the month, where there's a $25,000 prize pool. And they have celebrity in the name, so I'm pretty sure we're going to be seeing some Celebrity Warzone players. And we already saw a couple of Aiden and Tommy in this tournament. So if you can beat them, if you can go on, this is where you can really make your name a name for yourself as a Warzone player.
Absolutely. Absolutely, yeah. No names quite yet. We'll give the people the information. You got to give the people what they want, but not everything all at once. We're not going to tell you who it is a little bit later that you'll see later on this month and who they're playing in there. But again, yeah, $25,000. That's some serious cash, y'all. What Lemon Key was saying earlier in chat, you destroy any controllers after getting angry at this game. That's enough to buy a few, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the Scuff,
$25,000.
that, and you already get a Scuff and Astro care package if you get first place. And being a top 8, there's anything can happen. Sometimes you just drop, and sometimes you just get unlucky. So being an incredible Warzone player is one thing, but sometimes where you drop and who is actually the other people in your lobby can drastically affect your chances in this tournament. I like that everyone is on a road trip together. We're just helping the enemy rotate.
Yeah, no, I like to think that this is, Neo jamming the beats and stuff, right? The guys in the back that are, handing out sodas or, just providing the content of conversation, right? While you got your responsible driver there up front.
Hopefully responsible. If I was this team, I'd be like, hey, partner, I'm driving. You jump out in 3, 2, 1, and I just put a C4 down or just crash it into a gas station building, a tree, or do like that one Twitter video where the guy just throws the car off into the water and makes it explode and his duo dies. That's what I would be doing. But I'm a little bit toxic, so this is why I ain't playing.
Chat, never get into a car with Lemon Kiwi ever, period.
Okay, not in real life. Okay, in real life you can trust me. In real life, trust me, but in game, I will burn you.
Yeah, but driving in Vegas, that's gotta be something you get a gamer score for in and of itself, right?
Yeah, I mean,
I've only heard bad things about driving in Vegas.
Yeah, Grand Theft Auto, but in real life, it's all about it. But hey, COVID has made things a little bit easier.
You guys never stop gaming, right?
Hey, there's a buy station nearby, so it looks like I think Napo is stopping by for a quick little pit stop for snacks. He's getting UAVs or self-revive at this point is good for him. There are some shots into the vehicle, and now his squad is being hunted. Oh god, the vehicle's about to blow up. Everybody needs to run.
Yeah, everybody dip. Yep, there you go. Getting out, driving it like it's stolen, getting out like it's stolen.
Napo was able to get a double kill, and then so does Russ. It's going to help out their squads. Remember, it's Napo and Known Convict that are on the same team. So the top 2 and then the bottom 2 on opposite sides. The most amount of kills will allow them to move on in the bracket.
Yep, and they are being hunted, but that team is decently far away. Bounty for contract for the supply run gone. Not really sure what the benefit to that one so much would be here in our kill race format, but might have been picked up by mistake. I've done that so many times.
They got a UAV up too, so not only do they know if people are hunting Known Convict right now, they got the heartbeat sensor to see how close they are, and the UAV is going to just point out exactly what angles they're coming from, and it looks like a squad of 3 are just completely surrounding this building. And we'll see how firm these walls are, because Napo is going to be in a lot of heat.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't think they've made it up top quite yet, but it actually looks like this team might be backing off a little bit. Pretty sure it's a full 4-man, but if not, that would make sense for why they're backing up. They don't want to take an engagement when the numbers are necessarily down, especially when mounting Napo like that is firing like this one.
Yeah, Napo got a really good headshot to confirm that kill. You see Keck is also pinging something in the distance, so Napo might just need to chill out before they can gather intel as to where the teammate was of this guy. But still getting some pings off into the distance, so Napo might just want to chill out because at least rotating out of here, he doesn't have a lot of cover.
I'm stuck in here, basically.
Yeah, that's the constant problem with these, with these garages, right? A lot of them do have a little crate here to your right side that you can use, but once you get out there, very, very few of them have any cover nearby. I would almost, if he thinks there's people nearby, picking up that, what is it called, the drone. Picking up that drone right there might be the move to try and get a little bit of recon, but this is a team that's getting much closer. We just saw from 1 yellow to 2 orange.
He already
Nice
calls that
shimmy
he's
shake.
dead. He calls that he's dead on his screen before he's actually dead. And that's the type of anxiety that I have playing this game sometimes. Like, he knew he was going to be shot at no matter what. Like, the other team were just gunning him down. And I was surprised he didn't just try and riot shield his way out, like, by himself.
That's a very good point, actually. That's a very, very good point. Literally just put that on the back, not even run, because you know that if you run, you can still get shots from under that riot shield that's on your back. Just crouch walk and get on out of there. That's you'd have to, keeping it cool under pressure.
Oh, he's able to get into the building and find a couple kills. Remember, it is Napo and Known Convict working together.
I got one.
So we'll pop up on the scoreboard in a sec so we can calculate what the lead is. But at this point, the lead, unless it's over 10 kills, like anything you can come back from. But able to dodge the bounty, get that contract done, get some extra money on the board.
Yeah, so one of these guys fallen. We're looking at 26 players left in this one, 9 other squads. Longer range shots come out. This is an M4, and it is getting it done. 13,000 for this guy as he takes a little flak inside, comes inside, and gives him the business. That's a unwanted guest.
I think you just saw another unwanted guest, but this bench better be sturdy. You know it's from IKEA, but he still gets up and asserts his dominance. The guy could crawl away, but he got too greedy. He wanted the kill confirmed, but the teammate was on the other side. So Napo is down, and I don't think his teammate, Known Convict is down as well, so it's all up to Russ and Keck to see if they have enough kills to claim the win.
Yeah, that was a perfect way to describe that one, Kiwi. That was only a result of getting a little bit too confident, not checking that right corner there. Yes, that might have been a kill. Yes, you definitely could have done it with explosives or more, relied on your teammate who literally has a vertical advantage and just stayed back or just pushed a corner, looked left, taking out the next on the chopping block as it is. Done now. We're moving on along here. Doesn't hear the zipline come up and just gives up not 1 but 2 here to Keck. He's playing very well, but when you have guys like this who simply don't shoot back, that's going to be a little bit easier.
Damn, he's going for the third. Like, this guy cannot be stopped. He's got the armor satchel. He's got a full backpack full of armor. So, he's already taking some shots. The guy sees him coming, goes to the left, gets the down, but the teammate was there, and he couldn't get the second team wipe finish. So, we'll see in a second if this team has enough kills to move on in the bracket.
Moving on along here, a little bit of a different look here. I believe that's the AN94. Something that's been super popular since it came out at times. Keck back on into the gulag, gets that Finnick and gets it done.
We'll wait for our admins on the final count of the kills at the end. He tried to distract him with the tacticals, and now he's trying to run. Oh my god, he has the armor to put back on, and now he just has to dip, dive, and dodge. Break the ankles of the other team. The circle is going to be closing soon. He doesn't have a lot of time to rotate. He almost has to take this team fight win, or else it's not going to be good for him to rotate out. He gets the 1 and the double kill eliminated, as now he has to rotate out.
Yeah, higher level Warzone players here. As you can tell, he was not using the aim down the sights because he knows what it can happen with that MP5. Oh my, top torso shots leading into heads on the first. Isn't able to get it done on the second one with the iron sights MP5. Player falls, and I do believe we have gotten our confirm from the voice in the sky here that Xset is confirmed to be making it through.
Yeah, I think that might mean top 4 too, and they're waiting for the winner of Tommy and Aiden versus Team Circle. You can see it on your bracket right now. Xset going to the final 1. Oh, sorry, they already moved. There we go. Yep. They're in the semis. They're going to be facing Potato Sacks.
Team Tommy here on board, back with the Dallas Empire player here in our Elite Gamer Call of Duty Warzone Tournament Series, presented by Cox and the Florida Mutineers GCN as well. Back with it, the explosive shots coming out the end of this shotgun, getting it done, spitting fire, one could say.
Yeah, Aiden and Tommy are definitely the team to beat. I mean, I can't even count how many Warzone tournaments I've casted that Aiden is in the top 4. And he's had some different teammates, and Tommy as well, but obviously when you're the only two, at least super known Warzone pros, you gotta stick together. And these guys play so fast. Aiden especially, it's just, I don't think he misses. I think he's part robot.
Yeah, right. Just absolutely locking on here. I'm with it. Self-revives across the board here, except for our man in purple. Do you believe, what, that's right down bottom, YZ on top, Tommy in the middle, and, wait, am I losing it?
Yeah,
Tommy and Aiden's down bottom. Sorry, I thought that was an R for a second. Oh, man, so Tommy and Aiden thereby getting in a little bit of a better position.
Good eco, but Team Circle did just have someone drop to the gulag. So once he's ready, we might be dropping, and if we have his point of view. So it's up to Wheezy to be staying alive. He's got the self-revive, and he's got plenty of money to redeploy his teammate if his teammate doesn't get out of the gulag.
Yeah, I mean, the way these guys have been playing, I think it's almost expected them to be making it out of the gulag. It's just, it's been absolutely just another place for them to shine. Practically a stop, just a stop on the way to our top 10 or something like that, right?
Oh, no. We don't have a gulag point of view, but you'll see on the bottom left if he does make it out. But Aiden also spotted someone parachuting down. Looks like Tommy is already on the job. They got an airstrike being called on them, so that's a threat. They're able to stay inside a building and dodge out of that, and there's still some being called. He's got the heartbeat sensor in case he's being pushed, but they're still in a good position. Tommy did spot someone on top of this, the roof of one of these buildings. Aiden doesn't know which one, so they might want to entry. They got some shotguns in hand.
Yeah, I think optimizing the shotgun here in our Call of Duty Warzone is the definition of, yes, it's a smart play, but dang, I gotta say, if it's not, I don't want to say easy to use because it does require a little bit of skill, but the simple fact of pulling out an SMG, pulling out an AR, and just consistently hitting shots is just far more skillful and far more interesting to me than your shotgun plays. Doesn't matter, though, because this is about results. Looking at the loadout drop, gotta say no go for this one. That's my loadout drop, even though there's 2 of them. I don't share.
Yeah, I do like the addition or just a little bit of buff to shotguns because it maybe gets rid of people just camping in staircases, and it's just a really good way of entry. And you can see that that's been their focus of just adding the zip lines to that. Is you gotta, speaking of cheese, I mean, we got a rice shield that is approaching, and Aiden is like, I'm not even gonna take the risk because if this guy gets close, he throws a C4 at me, I blow up, it's not gonna be a good time. Aiden is just playing hide and seek. Become the worm as he goes into the ground. Oh, the right shield is there. Oh, he's got to run. He's got to run. He cracks his armor. He's going for more. Gets the down. And now you just have to bend the knees on his body. You just have to.
Yep. See, now that makes my soul sing. That makes me happy because shotguns up and down, riot shields. I think that's one of our team names, right? But just absolutely, you get no respect from the tug. You get no respect. Loadout drop shortly thereafter, but we're on board with Wheezy now for his possible last shot at this, unless teammate gets him back. Fancy footwork and more. The Ram 7 gets every shot out, ending it with a headshot. That's Wheezy, Aiden, both with 12, I think I saw.
Yeah, this is a really close game. I think from the just glimpse that we got, there's only a couple kill difference at this point, and being on top of Big Bertha, Big Booty Judy, as I like to call her, and they can absorb a lot of shots, but eventually you got to slap back, and they're able to crack the armor. The four-wheeler only gives you so much protection, and Tommy's going to let him live. Go deliver the message. I think even Aiden stole his kill, either way. Deliver the message to your people that we're coming.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Leave one alive just barely so they can give the message to the rest.
That's some Game of Thrones
that's
stuff.
The classic, yeah. Well, I was going to say that's a classic, like, mobster thing, right? Little gangland stuff or whatever. I don't know. TV tropes. 2.5 minutes or so is we're on board with Tommy. Teammate Aiden not too far away, riding his own whip. He prefers to drive by himself. right outside circle here.
I wish this game had more chances where you could have ramps and do flips and stuff. Because there's nothing, like, if I get bored, I can't see anybody, or maybe I'm just camping out trying to get Warzone Victory to post on Twitter, you know? You're just camping out. I would love some ramps to do some flips and stuff, and then possibly blow up and have even more content to put. But there's no one ramp, but no flips there. Unlucky.
Okay, so Jen's saying she wants a PUBG motorcycle, right?
Yeah,
and do backflips and whatnot. Long range shots. I guess that is to be expected from a man Tommy at this point.
I'm coming.
Tommy's like, I'm coming, friends, stay alive. And Aiden, well, he's the king of that. He's able to get around this building. They got the brick walls. They're in a great position. I mean, you saw the loot on the ground. Aiden clearly found a victim. And knowing there's someone inside this building, they got the hit markers, the C4, and then Aiden follows up with a shotgun. I mean, these guys are disgusting. Aiden has 15 kills, and there's still a lot of people in the lobby.
Yeah, these guys pinching like crabs. Fantastic stuff. Talking about other nerfs, right? The C4, that got nerfed as well, and I gotta say, I just simply think that it definitely needed that. It's not in a bad place now, and 2 of them will still get it done, like we just saw.
Getting back in Big Bertha, having the trophy system on top helps, because, you know, she's smoking a little bit, and we don't like that, but somebody has to get in the bed.
Yeah, it's an old habit.
Yeah, an old habit you have to bring. And Tommy's, like, posting up on top of the vehicle, and he's going to be separating away, and could be going against to the buy station there. $12,000 for Aiden. Get some UAV. He already has a UAV, so maybe some more stuff. They got self-revives there. Tommy doesn't have one, but he maybe needs some help. He's needs to armor up. He needs to be in a safe location. Get in the bathtub. He's getting pushed by the other guy, but he has an origin, and the other guy doesn't. Aiden pinched from the other side, so they will live.
Again, man, these 2 players, basically the same, just operating with the same mind here. I might as well be connected. You can watch these, you can hear the comms somewhat. You can practically watch them flying across the screen like gunshots because these 2 guys are playing very, very well. Back in old Judy, got the trophy system back on top. Probably got 90 seconds or so left on that one, unless it gets shot beforehand, of course. And now just moving on along, the idea here, I believe, is just making a whole bunch of noise. Yes, there's a little bit of damage on here, but Judy can take a lot. They're going to be, and that's not kiting. It's just providing a lot of interaction, a lot of noise, so that players will come on top. And with Tommy not too far away and moving silently, he'll be able to continue the pinches that we've seen that Aiden and Tommy are capable of doing.
So they just get to a buy station, but you know, you never know what kind of teams are camping around those kind of buy stations, especially in the buildings nearby. So it's smart of Aiden to just take a second, kind of assess what's nearby. Park her in the perfect spot so you have this L corner that you can hide in, and they're seeing some people over in the blue building and caught him jumping, caught him slipping, and caught him dead. So Aiden's still kicking.
And you'll pay for that one every time, hopping in front players like Tommy and Aiden. Back out, they are optimizing the same kind of game plan here. Moving the truck around, making a lot of noise, and relying on Tommy and his smooth shots to get it done. Now he's getting into his own. Might just be trying to add another vehicle to the fleet, anticipating Judy getting a lot of damage. I don't think I'm ever gonna call this a truck again. By the way. You said Big Booty Judy, and I think I like that too much to.
I know, right? It came from the. That's a throwback. If anyone knows the reference of Big Booty Judy, I already love you, and you already are cultured. But that's childhood stuff coming back. If you grew up on the internet like I did, and like most Call of Duty kids, but they are playing on the perimeter of the circle, and they want to go towards the buy station, maybe pick something up before it closes. But going inside this building, he just threw the whole C4 at him, so he blew up like a birthday cake, and now they're chilling.
Yeah, right outside here, got plenty of time. Didn't even really get a whole lot of damage, so not a whole lot of plates invested. Still got the plate self-revives and more. They were just checking the score there, trying to see how it adds up and what they need to do. Not too far, you know, I mean, the other 2 are not doing bad, Wheezy and teammate. Not doing poorly by any means. That they're just going to have to really keep up with the likes of Tommy and Aiden.
It's probably intimidating to see stuff like Tommy's on a 5-kill streak. Aiden has killed the whole lobby. Like, as these notifications that pop up. And obviously this game is designed for you not to be competing with the people on your same team, but it's the whole point of the kill race. As I'm sure it's still pretty close. At least under 10 kills, as I just did quick math. But there are some people flying above, and now everyone's getting into vehicles, and at this point just hunting for people.
Decently surprised again. We haven't seen I guess this is later games. Nobody's really going to be rocking the RPG, but with that trophy system on top, the only shots you're going to be capable are either hitting the ground nearby or really hitting just the absolute back of this. The trophy system will not always reach to the back of your various long bed trucks like this. Red, okay, so yeah, red
Might be able to get over there.
box found there. Doesn't really find something that he likes, but back on board.
But they got the
Trophy
cash
system on
money.
top. Oh yeah, cash. Hey, that's what it's about in the day, right? $25,000 of them hanging on here for the finals coming on October 27th. Big money, big money.
You know what I would want to see? A Warzone tournament where the money you end the game with is the money that you get to keep in real life. Can you imagine dropping Superstore and you find like $20,000? Be like, I guess I can retire now, but that would be overpowered.
I can only see like running across just like that little 500 stack on the ground and feeling like how that does not represent what that means to me, and just picking up $500, right? But yeah, that sounds like a great like charity charity tournament type suggestion, right? Hey,
Yeah.
anybody does it, Lemon Kiwi said it. She will sue you for everything you got. You take it and don't credit her.
Yeah, you can invoice me. I'll send the PayPal. But yeah, that's also kind of expensive. You think about like, how many people are in a lobby, and $20,000 you just find in Superstore. That's gonna rack up a few bills. But the circle is closing and taking a quick trip through the gas and putting Big Booty Judy in reverse because he did not think that through. But he's got the gas mask, so he didn't take any damage.
A good illusion, I think, if that's what you're going for. Quick Trip is a name of a chain of gas stations here in South Carolina. I'm not sure if it is in Vegas.
No, never.
Okay, I thought that's what you're getting at. I was just gonna absolutely
I wish I was
applaud
that
like
smart.
multi-tiered reference there. But big stuff. That's Aiden falling.
Yeah,
you can tell how surprised I am from that. And I gotta say one last thing about your idea about picking up money and stuff. If that was the case, I would never buy anything out of the box. I would just watching it go as a few pixels for a self-revive or something like that. $4,000. Like, yeah, I couldn't rationalize that one.
Yeah, Aiden and Tommy, I think if I blinked and read past third grade math, I think they're at 35 kills. Now, I don't have the brain of my younger self where I was able to calculate in time the other team, but surely 35 kills is enough, and Aiden made Gulag look like easy mode. More like easy bots, but I'm not sure about that. I thought that's what they were going for, easy bots, but with like an accent, but I like your Arizona idea better.
The A's, I got you. Yeah, I've worked with like some of the Australian groups and stuff like before. I have no idea why I thought that AZ was. Oh, I was thinking because NZ is New Zealand and AUS. Okay.
Ah, yeah.
The wild mind of Tugboat. Let's get away from this topic here.
I mean, your name is Tugboat.
I'm sorry.
I said your name is Tugboat, so that's already a wild thing.
Yeah, no, fair. Yeah, we talked earlier about the kind of origins of gamer tags, but what we need to talk about is Tommy falling up top. That was a Tommy we gotta go situation, not a Tommy getting out situation.
Well, at least Wheezy's kind of dead. He is oh no, he's dead. So each team, dead. Each team only has, each team has one person left. Aiden able to redeploy, and they still maybe want to get up in the sniper tower. I mean, there's a team up there camping. There's only 2 of them, so Aiden thinks it's really doable.
I think it's so interesting that Aiden has enough money to get a res and an entire another loadout drop for his teammate Tommy when he drops down. That's how much money this guy has right now. Got the, so going to be calling in the death from above here, trying to at least rattle the players up top. Tommy has jumped down here and was able to get the MP5.
They don't know.
I'm not sure. Oh my goodness, they didn't anticipate those shots from the top. They're watching the elevator.
2 seconds.
He got kind of stuck on the bar. I was surprised that he didn't kind of fall or whatever, but man, silent but deadly. And he gets a second kill, and I like the combination of the kill streak on the top to clear the roof, and then Tommy knew they had to be on the second level, and Aiden surely is probably coming up the stairs just in case, but I mean, Tommy is finding more and more kills. They were at 35, and surely they're approaching the 40 mark now.
Yeah, that is just beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. I mean, Tommy getting that MP5 from the top there, that's the only reason why this was possible, especially given the damage that he took down bottom. If you were trying that one with a pistola, did have the element of surprise up top, but the second player, once he came down towards the elevator, different story entirely. Would have had something that the top player had, but who knows if it's something that he would have utilized. Dropping down, Tommy, trying to jump on these guys like a spider.
And if you are just joining us, this is the Elite Gamer Tournament brought to you by the Florida Mutineers and Cox. And this is the top 4. We only broadcast the top 16. There's 4 qualifiers. You can go up to battlefy.com/elitegamer if you want to sign up for our next one. There's a couple going on through October, and if you do manage to get first or second, you qualify for the championship tournament at the end for $25,000. And you know, you got to be facing some big names like Aiden and Tommy. It's going to be a tough road for you.
Yeah, pro-aim tournament through and through. Professionals, amateurs, players. We've seen a lot of really, really flashy professional play between Tommy and Aiden, and a lot of really good stuff from some of the other lesser-known names. Teammate down up top, but that's not going to be, that's going to be Wiz, and Cirque is the purple player here, going to be A-OK for time being.
Yeah, I don't know how to say that name either. I just said Sir Sizz.
Yeah, but it's S-I-R-C-I-Z. I don't know. I'm going to go with it because we weren't given pronunciations otherwise. Circus sounds good, too.
If you guys saw my green chicken behind me, his name is Sir Bach, so we can call him Sir Bach if we just give up on it.
Hands down, the most talented member on the production staff over there.
Damn. That's kind of a that's kind of shade.
I'm totally kidding. I'm totally kidding, of course. Nothing
he can just cast the
without
rest
Sir
of
Bach
it.
there.
Yeah,
actually, he does it all. Sir Bach does. Yeah, there you go.
There you go. He says hi.
22 for Aiden, Circus 16, Tommy 19, Wheezy 18. So Tommy and Aiden putting up 41. Oh my goodness.
I like the physical brain fart that we saw out loud for you. So Tommy and Aiden will be moving on to the top 2, so the grand finals. So we're going to be checking out what the other teams are doing. So this is Potato Sacks versus X-Set, I think. Maybe.
Yes, I do believe so. Yes, I do believe so. Yeah, Russ Daddy is who we're looking at right now. Back to the helicopter, because this would not be the Elite Gamer Call of Duty Warzone Tournament Series without some helicopter play.
And they have a Potato Sacks have a funny. Oh my God! They just crashed a helicopter. Aaron, what the heck did you just do? Oh no, Aaron, you stay on the kill feed. You got 3, so that's content as to what not to do in Warzone.
Hey, I mean, what's worth it, what's not? Who knows? The bounty is still on this. There's at least one player still inside. Pick a little litter here for Keck, because there's just stuff all over the ground here.
Behind. We got to go, Storm.
Yeah, I've been calling this guy Keck W.
That's fair. Again, we weren't given pronunciation, so Keck is good enough.
Yeah,
the
that's
internet
fine.
reigns supreme.
Oh, so also I just got told that this is a best of 3 for the semifinals, so that means they have to win at least first of 2 games. I think this is game 1. We'll get confirmation on that. Either way, thousands of dollars in eco for all of these players. So if we have any sort of slip up, somebody needs to be redeployed if they don't have a gulag. Surely we're not going to panic too much.
Yeah, at least one more game that we're guaranteed past the first one. Again, we'll get confirmed on this if it is the first one here as soon as possible. This is game 1. The voice in the sky has given me confirmation. Appreciate you, voice in the sky. 1 minute 15. So we're moving on along. They have their pick of the vehicles here with which to move inside if they so choose. But of course, those are loud. They are fast, but they are loud. Not 100% sure, and that's really just a personal play there.
Yeah. Also, that means Tommy and Aiden won only their game 1, so they also have to win game 2. So there's still a chance for Team Circle to make a comeback. And we'll be jumping into their game 2 when something cool happens. But for now, we're watching our other semifinal.
I'm down to go.
And
41 to 34, I think it was for the other one.
Yeah, it was a really high-scoring game for sure. It definitely got towards the end. And Russ seeing some people off in the distance, gets some shots, but there's also the other team kind of hanging around, so he wants to make sure that hopefully his teammate confirmed that kill.
Russ moving along here. All 4 members of this nearby working as a unit for right now. Purple falling, though.
The minute he reses, I'm going for it. The minute he starts
X-Set's
resing.
going to be doing pretty well, but other squad, bit of a different story. Player down purple, or orange is nearby him, but we cannot, well, as of right now, we don't exactly know who's around him. X-Set actually turning around. It looks like they're looking for opponents, obviously, looking for kills.
No shot,
moving back and helping out would not be the name of the game. Dead Silence down bottom. Just kind of surprised he doesn't utilize that one and take out the second one once it gets back down there and takes out this one. Nicely done. Making it look easy.
Nice. One more? No.
And he is calling out that there's one more inside this building. So maybe also I like the delay of the kill confirmed just to make sure if the other guy was around the corner, he didn't drain all his bullets in time to maybe get catch the other guy reloading, So And just a reminder that the first and the third player in that lineup are a team, and then Russ and Keck are on one team. It's 2 duos in one quad game, but also competing against each other in this best-of-3 semifinal.
Yeah, what, something like $40,000 between these 4 players. Plenty to get the other member of XSAT, another member of the other team, their self-revives if they do not find them on the ground. 3 minutes or so for Circle, and these are, 2 different duos that are still in pretty good positions. They pick the litter as far as loadouts and whatnot more, and vehicles with which to utilize if they so choose to get inside. There it comes.
Yeah. I'm really surprised to see the amount of teams in this tournament that are playing fit in like really close to the other duo. Because I would expect maybe you'd want to separate as far away as possible so you don't have the chance of your kills being stolen and stuff like that. And there's some other factors in, especially like UAVs are going to help the other team. And, you know, you don't want to also try and redeploy the other team by accident. Thankfully, you have control of that, but yeah.
Where my mind goes is things like all the things that come from up top, right? All the precision airstrikes and stuff like this. Playing with 2 other players gives you a solid chance that that's going to be called on you when somebody just sees one of your teammates and stuff. You don't want to take a negative effect from what, you know, one of your opponents are doing. Yeah, sorry, not teammates, one of your opponents are doing. And at this point, especially once we're higher up, this is top 4. These are really, really good Warzone players. You can almost guarantee that if you take, say, 5 engagements against 5 different players, there's going to be at least 1 or 2 of those that are going to be stolen.
Nice little down. Yeah, nice down from Russ. This is Team XSET, Russ and Keck together. Eco, pretty good. I mean, at this point, you go to the buy station, buy some little bells and whistles. Already has 1 kill streak. Could be going for more. And there's no point of just running around with this, so topping up the self-revive is a good choice, and everyone has it. So Eco's pretty good, but at this point, it's kills that are going to be getting you far ahead. And we're getting some glimpses of the scoreboard, but the camera's covering it, so probably still a close game.
Where did the bus come from?
Russ with 7 is still going to be very, very impressive. Teammate, other member of XSET.
Okay, he was looking at titties. No, that was one team.
Nope,
the titties kids are still, I'm
him.
pretty sure, the way he was
It's a
looking
different
at
player.
I'm not going to repeat what he called that, but that's
okay.
I know what that call-out is. We all know what that call-out is. But you can see the screen working together, playing the perimeter, going towards the buy station, and he gets the down, cracks the armor, kill confirmed, sees 2 other bodies at a distance, and they're starting to pitch on multiple angles. The right side gets the down, wants to deny the revive, and Exeg is just popping off.
It really, really is. This is XZ. Yeah, XZ for other teammate. There's another one. Oh, my goodness. Wall bangs, kill confirms, and more. Going to be adding at least 2 or 3 there for his 6 total now for XZ player.
I don't know why I killed this one kid. Fuck.
So, Aaron and Exeg from Potato Sacks. I'm liking some of the creative names we've gotten out of this tournament.
I literally have to
Team Circle already had to have those changed. And bit of a kill streak. I think that was from Russ shown on the screen, and we've already said how intimidating that is. But not too many people left in this lobby. There's vehicles nearby, buy station nearby, so definitely Potato Sacks are in a good spot.
Yeah, obviously, what, Circle 3 now, very, very loads of people still in this, 50 or so. Actually, I guess for Circle 3, 50 players is, probably 20 or less or so than I would expect at present.
Oh my god, that scared me.
Well,
you see what I'm talking about, this greenhouse.
Oh, yeah, I'm barely hopping in there at the last second. This is Team on the Move.
Yes, right.
I'm glad that you can just get into a vehicle by getting run over by it a little bit.
Yeah.
That would scare the heck out of me, just having that happen. But they are seeing some pings from Keck over in the distance, and we're watching Exeg, who is on the other team. So they might think they can take advantage of this, but they are spawning some people over in downtown, so this is going to be a good place if they can take over. This is where the heartbeat sensor is going to give them a lot of favors as long as the other team isn't running ghosts. So clearing these buildings, getting some shots, getting around the tree, and gets the kill confirmed. Didn't get the team wipe notification, so has to be aware of someone nearby.
Just running through another, instantly loading up. What you were talking about, the unrealistic fact that is, getting basically run over, just kind of get back on in. But at the same time, these are players who are taking AR shots to the chest and then just kind of doing away with them for a couple plates. Self-revive started, will be finished by teammate because he doesn't want to use this all the way, right? Okay, no, he does. That makes sense because obviously because there wasn't was not team wipe outside. Aaron, though, that's going to be the one taking the flak. Self-revive up, got to the garage, but he's going to need a little bit more. That one was not cooked. The chef outside going to be a little bit angry on that one. Another one, that one wasn't cooked either. They didn't learn their lesson the first time or the second.
My God.
Got out, but second player is going to be the one who gets it. Self-revive attempted, and Exec is donezo.
Exec and Aaron are out. Potato Sacks will not be able to get any more kills, so we'll get final confirmation if that means Keck and Russ will be moving on to the next game. We'll see.
You save me a plate?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, we're on board with Russ now. Yeah, that's Exec that took that one. No need to waste any time. There's loads of Call of Duty Warzone to be played.
So this is game 2. Aiden, Tommy versus Wheezy and Sir Sizz, or Sir Bach, as I'm just going to nickname him eventually. But definitely go and check out Aiden and Tommy's stream. At least I know they stream. If Wheezy and Sir Sizz is also streaming, let us know in chat, because they've been really popping off. And I think there's a lot to learn from these players as the mentality and the decision making. Because, I mean, they're not going to be teaching you how to shoot. I think you could do that yourself, but they can teach you how to rotate, and you should definitely check out their streams.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, there's a reason why this guy, even sub, made it onto the Dallas Empire for the first year of the Call of Duty League. Not the Call of Duty World League, the International Call of Duty League. That's the way I should put it. Gone is Wheezy. Not a whole lot of cash for anybody here to easily get a self-revive. 5,000 is enough, but not going to leave you too much afterwards. Moving down south towards Superstores, I think, where these guys will be heading towards next, but yeah, looking across this killing field, that's what I call it, because not a whole lot of cover except for that single shack there towards the middle. No, he's responding to pings. Okay.
All right, cool. We're seeing a couple of streams use the COD tracker to see how many kills, but that's obviously over their lifetime of playing Warzone. But hey, you kind of get to flex, your KDA a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
But semifinals, you can already flex that. Elite Gamers coming down to the wire in this tournament. You could see Sir Sizz already confirmed one. There's pings around the corner of where this other teammate is and catches him running. It's an easy kill, but I'm looking for more. That's his third one, and this is going to keep them in the game against Aiden and Tommy.
Man, yeah, just absolutely clotheslining this player with shots as he turned the corner there, trying to respond to his down teammates, and that was not the move. Sir Sizz has the business for him. Noticing that this is getting a little bit closer, though. Definitely has him in the sights, and he knows that there's only so many places he can be with these garages out. You see on the other side. Lemon, what's going on?
I'm seeing them on top of the roof. They got the heartbeat sensor. They know they're right below them in some room. He's on the head glitch, though. That's a risky fight for him to take as they threw explosives in. He got the headshot anyway, so Sir Sizz he's a little bit on fire, so he's taking a second, then we'll go collect his belongings. So he's all armored up and ready to go.
Hitting this buy box here to get plates. When you're playing just absolutely fast and hard Call of Duty like this, no shame in picking up plates. I know some people kind of talk about that sometimes, but Kilo loadout here taken, not the ghost one, but the overkill. Or no, that was the ghost one. Excuse me. He picked up the MP5 there towards the end. No sight on it. Yeah. Talk about that for a second. I can dig it. I'm not particularly good with the sights without sights. Excuse me, myself. But anything for another attachment, right?
I think he's got the laser on right now, so they're pretty chilling. They just scooted by the buy station, so it looks like they're not interested in that. Maybe going towards a vehicle if they want to rotate a little bit quicker. The other duo is off in the distance, so we're seeing so many different play styles around this tournament. As some duos like to hug each other, sometimes even go on road trips together. You can try and bond with other players in this tournament. Can't guarantee you'll get anything out of that besides maybe a new friendship. But this game, especially Aiden and Tommy, know they could steal kills if they want, but they'll probably get more done without having that burden.
Yeah, maybe they were just looking at earlier is that it's not the destination, it's the journey, Lemon Kiwi. It's the friends you make along the way and the experiences that you collect. $25,000, that's not enough for them to do away with experiences like that. Oh, longer range shots. Trying it through the wall there and just absolutely flipping down there towards the left. Almost finished is out there, and that's as ideal as an engagement you get. Longer range shots, they don't get any damage themselves and just come close to downing not one but two.
And if you guys are enjoying this broadcast, if you guys are seeing no lag spikes, crossing our fingers, no frame drops, hey, that means because we're running the Cox Elite Gamer software, which is allowing us to reduce the amount of stuff that happens. No spikes, no lag spikes, no jitters. And meanwhile, I mean, Sir Sis probably running it himself. I mean, he's just turning on kids like insanely. So this is probably keeping them really toe-to-toe with Aiden and Tommy.
Yeah, we were talking about earlier, something like 6 out of 10 Cox households have a very, very active online gamer, so there's a huge reason for them to have implemented this software. Moving back towards gameplay, though, Aiden in the distance is taken out. We're on board with Circes as he hits back towards this biostation, pops out the UAV to try and get some information about players near him, but nothing popping up quite so far.
Yeah, the UAV helps out the other team too, so you'll have to take your benefits with your risks with that.
Yeah, well, Tommy was in Gulag for time. Now Tommy back, so I mean, he's going to get a couple pings, but I'm not sure if he'd be on the floor by then. But always a good thing to think about, Lemon.
Aiden is in the Gulag now, so they're all taking their turns, and it's fine. I mean, this is late-ish game or mid-game, so you didn't get the Gulag, you know, as you drop, because that's kind of worst-case scenario. But thankfully, you have a second chance at life, and Tommy doesn't really have the eco to buy him back, so hopefully Aiden clutches this one out. I think that's the AK. It's going to have a little bit of recoil, no sights, and around the corner, Aiden always gets these done, and he's out of the Gulag.
Easy peasy. 10-11 for the two players on top. Didn't catch the end of that, but a lot to be said for Aiden here being able to get it done with the weapons that he so chooses, as well as anything that is put into his hands as he enters these Gulag showers. Back over with Circes, and not a whole lot of cash on board. They'll be looking out for a money hunt as their attention is shifted towards the rooftops here. One was setting up the trap for two. Two failed, one falling shortly there beforehand. Self-revive started. Wheeze is super close to that one. He doesn't want to finish it and burn up his self-revive. He wants this finished by his teammate. There it is. Last little bit. Team is back to normal.
They also didn't kill confirm the guy on the opposite building. So if he has self-revive, he'll be back. And look, there's some shots being exchanged. So he's able to self-revive. And he can crouch around these walls as much as he wants and be able to dodge the elimination. There's some rocket launcher business going on. They do get the down. There's a teammate on the other side, but they can't seem to confirm that kill, but they are at least undercover and maybe eventually giving this one up.
Wow, yeah, able to get on out of dodge with Circes here. They just decide that high ground is not worth pushing at. They're solidly outside of circle, got plenty of time to do it with, but they're done with that one. They ate up most of the plates that they got from the player they felled there, and so just, especially given that it's going to be super hard to try and confirm those kills over there, they don't have any rocket launchers themselves. No point in continuing to fight against that one.
And 4 plates for Circes and maybe giving a few over to Wheezy. He seems fine, but who's not so fine? You know, Tommy could use some more plates. He's got none. He's on top of a roof. He's a little bit farther away. He's getting pushed by some players. It's R-rated. Get away. Aiden, he's patrolling the low ground. And, you know, we trust Tommy. He wins those. You don't even need to see it to know.
He takes those all day. Moving across the middle here, shotgun in hand. Very confident play on that one. Tommy, Aiden, both without self-revives quite yet. But if I know these two guys, they'll be murking, 8 players next to get 20 grand apiece and be enough to buy 5 of those apiece.
Yeah, and Tommy also killed somebody who was like full armor, so he's able to get all of those back. So sometimes so important to win those gunfights, especially against someone who is fully packed. So up to the other building, thinking eventually about rotating 2 minutes left before they'll start to close, but easy to parachute down. Hey, Aiden even called an Uber for him, so he's going to get in the back. There's no room at the front, and he's got the trophy just in case. So still a good spot for Tommy and Aiden.
It's so interesting, too, how they maintain their resources here. It's so frequent that you see them only running this trophy system, only opting to pick that up versus your various stopping powers, your dead silences, when they know they're about to go on the move and want to utilize it for these vehicles. Super smart play. They'll be taking value from that one all day long, as they have earlier from the lack of explosives, tearing up Big Booty Judy here.
Oh no, not Big Booty Judy, not her. But UAV is revealing 3 enemies up northeast. You see Tommy's heading in that direction, but he is communicating to Aiden to go to the left side, so we'll be circling around there and maybe just camping out the vehicle too in case somebody wants to rotate out of it. But taking different angles is really important. He's going to zip line towards the top, or maybe think somebody's up there, so he's maybe just assessing if someone's rotating around the building.
I think he's got the audio cues there, and I think he thinks that the Ghost is going to be keeping from. I believe that Aiden just took down the player that he was looking at. Yeah, so Tommy, other side, down bottom, was looking to come on top of this. Good job from him not jumping the gun on that one.
Surses and Wheezy went down, though. Surses thankfully still has a gulag left, but Wheezy does not. So it's up to Surses. If he doesn't get out of the gulag, that could mean that Aiden and TP either have to catch up by a couple kills. We'll get the final confirmation of those numbers there, but they could be moving on to the grand finals. It's best of 3, and this is game 2, and Aiden and Tommy won game 1.
TP.
I keep saying
Okay.
TP, but it's Tommy.
Yeah,
they
you're good,
teamed
you're
in
good.
another tournament that I just casted. So.
Gotcha. Yeah, I get names mixed up literally all the time. Do not feel bad about that one. Sursus, again, making this look so easy. They are getting these gulag showers, just nice, easy, leisurely things, you know? Almost no competition involved. My, oh my, I wish I could get some of these people in, I'm not saying that they are not deserving of getting out of it by any means. Two members who, just in individual games, have played better than I ever have in Warzone. I've played for hundreds of hours, literally. These guys are doing far better than me. Please do not take it like that, anybody listening. But seriously, the people that are going up against Gulag is just, they're not providing any competition at all.
Yeah, we've barely seen anybody lose their gulag so far.
Yeah,
And
like,
I mean, the
hit
teammates
shot,
that I
single
get,
shot, like-
the teammates that I get paired up with are like squeakers that ask me if I have a boyfriend. So I'm glad that these guys
There it
are,
is.
at least if they're going to be getting easy competition and bots on the other side or like in their lobby. Thankfully, it's during a tournament like this where you have a chance to win thousands of dollars. Astro, Scuff, and the Florida Mutineers care package too. And just barely missed that shot. Woo.
Yeah, attempted snipe here. What I want to see now is Tommy getting asked by some squeaker if he has a boyfriend or something like that. That's really what I see. Just make all the it all come full circle. Everybody have the same experiences with this. Sursa is now moving up on top. This is the long zip as well, so this is making all the noise in the world. Very, very glad for nobody who've been waiting up on top here, especially with a white Uzi in hand.
Moving up this building, this is going to be pretty scary, but he does move behind 2 people, and then there's the bait at the front. He just gets a triple kill like that.
Oh, man.
Sir Sizz will be clutching up, and he's got tons of money from this team wipe too, so Wheezy and Sir Sizz have a chance to still make it through.
So I think what we might be seeing now is Sursus and teammate Wheezy realizing that what they've been doing so far may not be enough. We've seen snipes be pulled out from at least Sursus, I think possibly Wheezy, not 100% sure, and maybe that's kind of like the game plan that they're choosing towards. They realize that Tommy and Aiden are very, very good close range, very, very good middle range, so maybe they're opting for a little bit something different. Not 100% sure. I can't be against the changing gameplay if that is what they're doing.
Oh, and they're right on the perimeter of the gas that is approaching right now. So there's no vehicles. Oh, actually one vehicle that they managed to squeak by.
Yep.
No gas mask for Surses. So looks like Wheezy is just not interested in picking up his teammate right now, or picked up the wrong one. Either way, they are just gone. He chose
I think
Aiden.
he'll be able to run this out, but yeah, he chose Aiden. Sorry, you're done for.
He's
Might as
just
well delete the
better.
number, Sursus. This is Wheezy trying to switch teammates later on in the tournament. A truly unique strategy that we have not seen up yet in the Elite Gamer Call of Duty Warzone Tournament Series.
Yeah, just bump a
I am
little bit so he
full
falls
main.
off the vehicle. Just mess up his shot a little
Oh,
bit.
there you go. That would be it. Just drive it into utter and certain death to make sure that he is gone and come back for the other teammate, your true love.
Oh yeah, not
Who
my
knows?
true love. I don't think I find love on Warzone.
Yeah.
Especially
I
if you
would-
be
I would
taking my
hope not.
kills, you be, C4. I don't know what you're doing, but
Unforgivable.
unless you give me all your money, then maybe I simp a little bit. But that's it. That's it.
We're talking Warzone right now, of course. We're talking Warzone.
Yeah, and Warzone, of course.
The kill leader here, not too far away from our man Tommy. I have to wonder if he's gonna push this. He's gonna chaw that.
He wants to push one side. I think Wheezy is the blue guy, so Tommy's working with the enemy, and hey, it's going to be about stealing each other's kills. Tommy has to armor up. He's taking a different route of entry. He's going to let Wheezy go through the hellhole that is the front door. I mean, people are on fire, and Aiden is at a different spot, but he got flanked from the other side, and Aiden is out. He will need to be redeployed, but Tommy has the money to do so, but he has to live long enough to find that buy station.
So I want to talk about micro plays here. What might have happened? So we see Dead Guy Aiden come through that door there. if he had taken that quarter second or so to close door, which, you know, it's kind of up and down. Like, do you always, I always do that personally. If that had happened, what he would have seen instead of a player coming through and being able to hit those shots through with the AR is at least him to hit a corner and maybe hit a plate and then have a situation where a player who ended up killing him actually comes through, gets very, very close range, and he gets an opportunity with the shotgun.
Oh my
God.
God.
So, kind of like micro plays here, but, you know, who knows?
Yeah, then let's talk about the macro plays. You had Aiden that got redeployed, and he landed right on top of the building where there were people shooting down onto Tommy, and he was able to stay alive long enough, and Aiden is still kicking, just barely squeaked by with like 2 HP. So he's armoring back up, and he's in a beautiful position, but eventually, in a couple of seconds, he'll have to move out of it, and it's easy to parachute down. He will be exposed, and there's a lot of people below him. He needs to clean this up as fast as he can. Does get the down. Kill will not be confirmed. It might be Wheezy who steals this, but either way, there is the final headshot. So Aiden can move on. He's got 19 kills to his name.
Nicely done. Pulls out the Blue Jay and makes it chirp post haste. Minute 30 on this one. Once he hits the ground, he'll not be too far away from the edge of circle and be significantly ahead of the gas.
Going towards final circle. They are pinging some people on the top of the buildings, and now the two duos are really close together, so it can be up to stealing each other's kills. And when there's only, you know, less than 26 people left in the lobby, including the people within your own team, there is no room for error. You need to get as many kills as possible. This is game 2. Aiden and Tommy can be moving on to the grand finals, throwing some C4 in, though. Tommy doesn't get the finish he was looking for. He's going to be entering. He's got the laser there. But I heard somebody on the bottom floor of the office. This guy watched Tommy walk by and didn't get a single bullet in him. Tommy with the double kill will get it done.
Yeah, I didn't even know that guy was down up top in the corner there. Must have, yeah, just slipped by me. Who would have guessed it? Tries to get it done on the second. Doesn't happen. Did he get the third plate in? Might have been a different story if he had. Not 100% sure. Now shots in. Aiden finishing out that one very, very easily, and now has plenty of cash to buy teammate back. That buy station again, just, you know, spitting distance away.
It is right nearby. There is an enemy helicopter right above him, and they are putting some shots in, but Aiden maybe hits those. And didn't crack any armor, but at least he's trying to maybe just blow up the helicopter. He does get a down inside of it, and the kill was confirmed. So he will be able to redeploy Tommy back in, and it's really getting down to the wire in this game too.
Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. No loadout drops nearby for what seems like the first time in this game. They do not have tens of thousands of dollars with which to purchase that loadout. So for time being, newly rezzed Tommy and Aiden teammate will not have the ghost there. But now, remember falling. This is bad breaks now.
There is an enemy UAV too that just came up. Sir Sis needs to be redeployed. Wheezy doesn't have the money to do so. So this is when you hug and start being friends with Aiden a little bit more. He's right by his side, so he'll be offering some level of protection. And maybe Wheezy could steal a couple kills, but with not too many people left in the lobby, it's really up to Wheezy to clutch this one out. Tommy just hit a 15 kill streak. So Wheezy knows he has to go big here or potentially go home, or in this case, stay home.
Yeah, single, there you go, yeah. Staying home, man, oh man, if that's not the story of 2020. Wheezy with 8 kills now. I'm going to try and do a little bit of this math if we flip on farther. I believe we saw Aiden leave with 18. Not 100% sure. We'll get confirmed on that in just a minute. Aiden barely in front of Wheezy here. I think it was Aiden who made the down, but it's going to be whoever gets there and whoever wins this foot race there first. Both players using the SMG to run a little bit faster. They find something they don't like so much. Aiden takes point and falls for it.
Aiden was the body block, and Wheezy was the mule who just picked loot up as Aiden left it behind. But Aiden, I think, managed to get the self-revive. Aiden and Tommy are still kicking, and Wheezy wishes he picked up more than just armor. He hasn't found a lot of money on the ground, and he wishes he did because Circes would love to still play Warzone.
Is that Tommy? I think that's Tommy who was... No, okay, excuse me. He just hit plates. I thought Tommy was flying through the air and caught some wise guy who wants to get a player falling in like that. Wheezy making it look easy again.
Plating back up. He still has Aiden in the same building. They're in the safe circle. So Wheezy can just live and hopefully find some places that were unlooted. At this point, he just got snuck up. He maybe thought that that was Aiden, and then he took him a second to realize he just got blown up. Surses and Wheezy are out. Tommy and Aiden will be getting final confirmation to find out if they're going to the grand finals of our Elite Gamer tournament.
Yeah, Aiden with 22. Given that Wheezy had 8 or 9 leaving that would have to be a monumental effort for Surses to have beaten this one out. But again, no confirms yet. We'll let know as the Dragonfire just comes out singing. Another one falling here as Aiden finds his 23rd.
6 people left in the lobby. 2 strong boys left to finish it off, and a Warzone victory would just be the cherry on top for them to potentially go into the grand finals. And we were even talking about before this tournament, this were our favorites to win, and you know, this is why they pay us the big bucks. We're the smart ones, and hey, look, we predicted this kind of right. We'll see. They can finish off strong. Warzone victory, just to top it all off.
Oh, yeah, this is a perfect time to bring this up. So I was watching, while we were getting some food, we started in round of 16, of course. Neo's stream was up, and I came and I was like, oh, hey, what's up, man? You know, me and Lemon Key were going to be heading this. She's the absolute go. Check it out on Twitter. And he was like, oh, you're a caster, man, cool. And then he looked at yours and he's, oh, my God, there's an Overwatch League caster. I can't believe they have tier 1, absolutely professional caster doing this. And I was just kind of like, thank you, man.
Well,
I'm just kidding around. I told him I was just playing around and stuff like that, but yeah, you got a fan in Neo for sure.
Oh, well, I'm glad he gave us the gas so we can just compliment him a little bit more. I'm definitely way nicer to players that are nice to me. If players are mean to me, I'll just like, oh, he could be doing better. He's making a few mistakes. He's doing okay. He's decent,
As you should, Lemon, as you should.
Complete bias casting. So definitely going to hype that guy up now.
It's hard to pull for people when I'm not gonna get too much into this, but it's hard to pull for people who say really nasty things to you in DMs and stuff. As a caster, I'm sure you've dealt with that.
Yeah, Aiden.
Well,
he's gonna be saying nasty things to that guy. Damn, he clutched up. Warzone victory for Aiden and Tommy, which I think solidifies them into the grand finals. So we looking to see what our other game, Potato Sacks versus Exit, to see who will be joining them.
Yep, this is game number 3. No, game number 2.
Yeah,
Excuse
game
me,
2.
right? Yep, Russ Daddy here with 19. Double digits for this guy, approaching the 20.
I'm just gonna keep slaying. I'm not even gonna look at the scores, bro. Just flying.
See, this guy's like, I don't even want to look at the
you
scores.
now.
You don't want to get mental boomed. But in case you missed game 1, X-Set are up, at least in this series, best of 3, second semifinals to see who's facing the veterans of Aiden and Tommy in the grand finals. And just getting to the grand finals will qualify you for the Celebrity Pro-Am Championship at the end of the month. First and second place will be getting there. But now getting first means you get a Scuff and Astro and Florida Mutineers care package.
Yeah, second place still punching that ticket, but first place is going to be enjoying, I mean, what, a Scuff controller by itself. That's a decently expensive piece of hardware. And 100% worth it. Those paddles and more. Big shout out to Scuff Gaming for helping to make this here possible.
I just saw
Back on board with Keck. Excuse me?
I just saw
No, go ahead.
my brain was like, oh, because there was a bounty or something for Anime Girl. Somebody in the lobby is called Anime Girl.
Oh,
and some other stuff.
bounty. Gotcha. You said bounty, and I was like thinking games like, okay, Anime Girl. That's good to me going
Bounty
after.
or
Wait,
something.
what?
I saw Anime Girl on my
Got
screen,
you.
so I hope I'm not dreaming.
I'm pushing this.
Which I don't
There
dream
you
about,
go.
of course.
Hey, Freud was right, everybody. Freud was right. Oh my God! Again, Keck just not missing a single shot, taking one to the toe here to take a little bit less than a single place of damage. Still gonna be all right. Looking in the sky, he's looking at bird hunting next. That actually decides against it. He is obviously looking for anybody falling in, somebody getting redeployed. Might have gotten the announcement that there was a player in the area from the what is that, Captain Price? What's that? What voice is that? I can't remember.
Someone is nearby though, and they're going to be working together, and it's the last couple circles. Not a lot of people left in this lobby, and at least this UAV is going to maybe clear things up for the squad to finish it off strong. Even baiting the loadout, catches a guy laying down, so sometimes you get bots in your lobbies, so easy kills for them.
Ruthless is the award that they give him. My, oh my, that's a perfect way to describe Keck as well. You wanted to get back in the game. Keck has something else to say about that. 21st kill is what the tag was called, but did not get to confirm. That was, though, that was from a different squad, and maybe he got that kill stolen because the first one was 22, the second one was 22, first one was 21, second one was 22, unless I'm losing my mind again. A lot of kills on that scoreboard for these 4.
Yeah, but this is a very close game. Like, you just saw a glimpse of the scoreboard. I think there's only a couple kills that separate both these teams with, 8 people left in the lobby. These last couple kills are going to be so important, but Exec didn't see it coming. He's able to use a self-revive. Maybe he has enough cover to get away with it. He's hoping he gets some backup as a bounty is approaching. Oh my god, they just called an airstrike on him, so thankfully he got out of dodge in time. But going all the way down the hill towards the safe circle, Aaron will be the last one to fall back. Just seeing people rotate late.
No, yeah, I agree.
A whole lot of money. We hear these comms now. They're trying to decide on what to do. Bounty's back, so they know that this is at least one player, but given that there's, 5 teams here, probably at least a duo back there, meaning 2 kills, obviously. They're only going to get this information for about another 2.5 minutes. 5 seconds will be the ping on the bounties here. Pinching in, blue and purple right next to each other.
Oh, nice shots. 2 down, double kill for... I think that's Keck and Circe.
Yep.
Hard to see the names at this point, but all that matters is that all the colors coalescing together to form a happy little rainbow in the final couple circles. And 4 people left, or actually even less. Not a lot of people left. A Warzone victory. It is Keck and Russ on the same team of Exec. So keep an eye on that. Keck actually just went down. He's using the self-revive, so he's back in the game.
Wow, so that says 3 parties, 6 players. There's 4 here. I can do that math, Lemon Kiwi. That means there are 2 single players, 2 rats living out there in holes waiting to be taken out.
So going towards, if they can get on top of this hill, this would just be such a good position for the final couple circles that could be coming up. There's a loadout, maybe heard either with a heartbeat sensor or heard it with their own ears, that there could be a member nearby. And especially with this loadout drop just chilling here, maybe thinking there's a squad nearby, but there is a ping over on the bridge side, and you found a bush Wookiee, and that's an easy kill for Exec. Oh, and he even gets a double!
Yeah, so that's going to be, that's going to be the Warzone victory here, right?
Right on ping, I can't.
Surely, this is it. Exec and Aaron.
We won, baby.
Oh, confirmation. Thankfully, they know math. Exec did just confirm
that was a good-ass game.
They won. So Potato Sex, I think we're able to even up the series, but we'll get final confirmation from our admins as we'll jump our faces back on camera. In case you guys forgot what we look like. Hey!
There you go.
He's got the mustache. I got more hair on the top of my head, though.
That is appropriate, of course. Sir Bach there in the background helping us out as well. As you can see on stream, I am sweating, Lemon Kiwi. This has been a very exciting Warzone, just absolute bonfire so far. That last one, 20 kills at least from all 4 members?
Yeah, I'm thinking Potato Sacks were able to even up the series. We'll get confirmation. But what we want to talk about while we have this short break, we get to bond, you and I, and Tugboat here as well, is we want to talk to you about the Elite Gamer software that Cox just brought out. So they're the ones sponsoring this tournament. This is what the software looks like. You have 3 tabs. You have a news feed, of course, show you what games are compatible on your second tab, and then the one that matters the most, the performance one. But let's start with the news feed. So this is just general PC and content from the industry, but if you're interested in a certain game, there's a list down below you could scroll to. So we care about Call of Duty. We're going to click on that one. So anything from patch notes to, Infinity War news to even content produced by IGN.
I was just kind of laughing. The Infinity War one is banning 200,000 players. You played in the Call of Duty Warzone, you can see why the reason there is. Supported games, though, you can see an absolute laundry list here from Roblox to Rocket League, from Apex Legends to Minecraft. This is BRs, this is MOBAs, this is first-person shooters. This is it all. Older games like Counter-Strike and Minecraft, newer games like the next Call of Duty Warzone, for example.
Yeah.
Cold War will be out here very soon, guys. You don't have to wait too much longer, but now we're talking about the dashboard. This is a real-time performance dashboard from Elite Gamer. This is strategically designed to reduce both lag, the frequency of those lag spikes, and just provide overall greater stability. This is where you see on paper, of course, just how much of an effect it has. You saw the various games there and the estimation of how much faster percentage-wise it'll be. You can also look across and see how it has helped between your previous games and what effect it had there as well. The big stuff, you can check that out at cox.com/gamer. Cox providing fantastic software and support for their online esports players. Love to see it.
So if you thought our broadcast was buttery smooth, well, at least send a good thank you note to Cox for making it so amazing. And you know, we're there, and also people behind the scenes working hard to make this tournament happen. This is only the first qualifier of 4. So if you got knocked out of the tournament, if you had somebody called Brittany costing your games, don't you worry. You can, anybody who didn't make the top 2 can sign up again for the next qualifier. And you can as well if you go to battlefy.com/elitegamer. You can go and sign up there for our next one. It's all throughout October, so you know, what else is there to do during a pandemic than just game more than you already did?
Exactly. So, want to say there, too, before we go to a very short break, of course, if you have played in this one, you do get eliminated. Don't worry. You can still come on in here, get your gameplay casted by the wonderful Lemon Kiwi and myself in qualifiers 2, 3, or 4, which I believe is October 12th, 15th, and 23rd. Not 100% sure on that. I couldn't find the dates. We'll be back with you guys for some fiery Warzone action here in just a minute. And we are back. We told you it would not be long when we keep our promises here. This is the Elite Gamer Call of Duty Warzone Tournament Series presented by Cox, Florida Mutineers, and our good folks over at GC and FBI Tugboat here. And over there, I think, is Lemon Kiwi. Did I point the right way? Yes,
Yeah.
I did. Yes, I did.
It's me. But, I don't know. I got so entertained by that. I'm in a closet. And so are you in your bedroom. You're nice and comfortable, but so are these Warzone players. We're going into Game 3 of our semifinal between Potato Sacks and Xset. Getting confirmation that Potato Sacks were able to clutch up by a couple kills in Game 2. So this one is for all the shmoolah. Going to the grand finals and the entry into the Celebrity Pro-Am Championship at the end of the month.
Yes. Before we left, I did say the wrong dates. Excuse me. That's October 13th, 21st, and 23 for the qualifiers 2, 3, and 4, respectively. Just kind of spitting those out there before we went to the break. I apologize for that.
There it is on the screen.
Yeah, this is the one going the distance. Oh, yes. Look at that. What a nice little banner. I think that's been popping up this whole time.
Yeah.
But I just... Okay, gotcha. Just haven't... Huh. Okay, there you go. Don't even need to give the information to the good people. They can read. I would... Oh, so these are COD kids. These are COD kids.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
This is Game 3, and I mean, Game 1 and Game 2, we're only a couple kills difference. You're seeing how important it is to survive towards the very end, and how less aggressive some teams have been playing. You know, most teams being not Aiden and Tommy that just run at you with UAVs and guns blazing, but seeing some high kill games, but we're seeing a lot of teams just focus on getting towards the very end, because that's most of the time how you're going to get the most amount of kills.
Is that him right there?
Yeah, pushing engagements earlier if you don't have the juice to get it done. But speaking of juice to get it done, we're on board with, man, Russ here, Russ Daddy, and he is getting it done. Longer range shots there and already getting the contract bonus from Big Stuff. Teammate right there, and already up to 13,000. Buy station right very close by. Going to be getting... Oh, excuse me. Going to be getting that loadout drop here soon.
Remember, it is Exeg and Aaron who are on Team Potato Sacks, and the other two on Team Xset. Aaron down, and I think one of the guys on the other team is down as well. So, oh, Exeg and Aaron are both on Potato Sacks, and they're both down, but at least one being able to make it out of Gulag, and we'll see how Aaron does.
Yeah, so it might be a little bit of a shorter one after it went the distance in our game number 2. Tied up there. Now we're going this one. Russ Daddy, teammate, very, very good positions. They're over here in Boneyard. Got to pick the litter 4 right now, and I believe they've either killed or the people they killed everybody who was over here so far.
Yeah,
What's up?
What's important is that Aaron made it out of the Gulag. If he didn't make it out of the Gulag, that could have been Game 3 over to Xset. So thankfully Aaron is out. Will give us some more Warzone to cast over, but he also needs to find, you know, $4,000 to be able to redeploy his teammate.
Yeah, always going to be name of the game on that one. Going to be getting way more done with the second teammate. Decent, yeah, not too far away is he now, utilizing that UAV. Players have not got the opportunity to get that ghost quite yet, because they're not doing things that Russ Daddy and company are. Big Stuff, armor gone.
Almost getting the finish. He wants to crack the armor. He has no ammo left, and finally kill confirmed. A few on the board for Keck and Russ from Xset. Bounty complete. They have the extra money too, but Aaron can go and redeploy Xset pretty soon, so that will surely help Potato Sack stay in the game.
Where they're at right now will provide them a lot of opportunity to move around. I mean, obviously they're kind of centered on that western side of this map. They have a lot of opportunities to move where they want to, really, and just go where the wind takes them, right? Wait for gunshots to pop off, go try and answer those, and continue on with their onslaught of kills. Orange moving a little bit outside of Keck, who we're looking at right now. He has the money to get loadout plus more. We saw him really show love for that UAV. I think that's what he's going for right now, Lim.
Maybe he wishes he had more love from his teammate. He's playing, Russ and Keck are playing really far from each other, and he even told his teammate, like, hey, if you're down on armor, like, I just found a building with, like, 20 in them. So not only does he have a buy station within his reach, he had plenty of armor. So eco-wise, this guy is pretty good. But he maybe wishes he had an armor satchel just so he can serve better for the long game. But Russ and Keck will be working together in Game 3. And Aaron and looks like Aaron
with him
in blue. So opposite teams kind of hanging around each other, but either way, just clearing the area as a squad.
Yeah, so blue, Rust. Yeah, so that's Xset, I believe, that have the self-revives out. That's obviously the big money right there. You want to get your self-revive first, and then start dedicating your big masses amount of cash towards things like UAVs, towards things like your gas mask if you think you're not going to make it in, or even the armor satchels if you haven't managed to find one. The difference between 5 and 8 really is understated, and you can see why these players always move to try and get that one under the belt before moving on to later game.
Okay.
97 players left in this, 32 squads,
up right now.
loads
I'll
of
get a
Call of
car.
Duty Warzone left. And
Absolutely. This is still a huge lobby in anyone's game. We did see a couple slip-ups,
Where-
a
where-
couple people using their gulags already. So maybe wishing you had that second chance, but maybe being split up. You were forced to take these 1v2s, 1v3s, 1v4s, whatever you're going up against. But at least you're not going to get two-pieced if the other person can't clutch up for you. Looks like everyone has decent amount of money that they're either close to being able to redeploy or they have it already. So any slip-up can really be costing a team.
yeah, Brittany might be here, might not be here, but costing still might happen because, like you were just saying, man, that early game performance to burn up the gulags, there's no way of getting another gulag, and we hear frantic comms coming across here.
Get the fuck out. We're gonna get the fuck out.
Yeah.
I stopped talking at the perfect time there. Some sage advice from one player to the next about where he should go.
But it's so smart that they're deciding not to take engagements so early in the lobby where most squads are probably full of 4. You maybe just rotate, get your loot. If you can get some easy kills in a good position, then you do. But in an open area like this, the only places to hide are trees and some minor bushes and hills and rocks. So getting towards buildings, able to hold down an area when you're near a buy station or like here or on top of a hill, you can look down onto rotators. So I like that they're just disengaging, playing this smart. Unfortunately for Russ, though, he is in the gulag, so we'll have to see if he can make his way out.
Yeah, he's still got that second shot at life. Can't say the same for every other player in this lobby. Now moving on in. They're just outside this kind of hospital area, looking back and turns and just gives him the business. Barely misses a shot. The Uzi on the other side never ever would have been able to make those shots at that distance as is. Without that AR, not sure if this one would happen so much, but just like that, Team Aaron, Team XZEGT are back at it. Back in the saddle.
Yeah, Russ, we're still waiting to see if he gets out of the gulag, and I've just been staring at the bottom left because I'm stressed for Keck. Keck just went down, and he has to go to the gulag, so I'm sure there's a long line to the bar when it comes to the gulag, and they'll have to make it through, and if they don't, that means Aaron and XZEG could be moving on.
Yes, but off the gulag, do not pass go, do not collect $200.
Oh, Russ is out.
Will not be an opportunity to get another one. Yeah, so Russ is back. That's going to be Keck waiting his turn. It looked like Russ actually took a whole lot of damage earlier in that gulag. He was still able to back up, get his healing back. Obviously, no plate situation in that one. But just as I say that, Aaron falling a little bit farther away. This is a similar situation that we saw another team in earlier, Lemon.
I see him. You have to
at least Aaron is able to communicate where he's being pushed from, and he drops down, so he could actually get revived in a safe position. They'll just have to do it quickly before they hear someone coming, and he's even got cover of the roof, so this was really smart of him. He'll be able to get back on his feet. Keck is still in the gulag. Keep an eye on if he's able to make it out, but Aaron, as soon as he got up, he fell right down again.
Yeah, I mean, moving across that roof there could have been the end of this squad on that. I mean, it's very open, no cover, and presumably you'd have a team be looking out. My oh my, Keck again making it look easy. Got the little jump step on in there, made sure he did not get a single bullet landed inside his body. XZEG now plating all the way back up. He's up to top on this one now, just looking for a little bit of plates. Barely threading the needle on that one. So he got shots right on the edge of that box. Another one up on the board.
So Keck and Russ, you can see on the top there. Eco's pretty good. Got a self-revive. Couldn't say the same about potato sacks. Aaron not able to make it out of gulag, not able to make it out to real life. So we'll see if XZEG can find a buy station and redeploy his teammate. It is nearby, and Keck's already scouted out the area. So XZEG will surely be able to bring Aaron back.
Trying to just, man, this guy just out here trying to get his load out. Just trying to move on with the rest of the game. That's Xegu saying, no go, not going to happen
Oh,
so
no!
easily. Rez comes in just as soon as he bought. Wait, he did buy it, right?
Yeah,
He did get it off?
Yeah.
Okay, got you. Got the clicks on there just in time. And just like that, that's going to be, yeah, Team Potato Sacks
he did
game
it.
continuing.
Did he get shot mid-parachute or something? I don't know. I surely thought maybe he canceled it as he was getting shot. Either way, Russ and Keck will be confirming to go to the grand finals against Aiden and Tommy. So, Game 3, that was stressful to watch.
It was early flak taken by both squads there. Gulag opportunities burned up as well. Everybody, except for one, made it all the way out, but on top of that, just not a whole lot that was able to be done afterwards. We only got through about halfway through a game, and Lemon, we have seen so many games go all the way down to these victories, only one squad remaining.
So let's take a look at our bracket to see our final two. Tommy and Aiden and Team X Set will be qualified for the Celebrity Pro-Am Championship at the end of the month. But we also need to play this final best of 3, the grand finals, to be determining who will be walking away with the Scuff, Astro, and Florida Mutineers care package.
Yeah, so both of these teams punched their ticket all the way to that last qualifier. We will not be seeing them in qualifiers 2, 3, or 4, but really, end of the day, this is going to be an electrifying matchup here. We've seen what both of these guys can do so far. Tommy is a name that is widespread known across Call of Duty in the top tier of that competition. But other side, I really do not have very many predictions for this one as far as win or lemon. These guys have proved what they can do. 40-plus bombs have been put up by both of these squads. I got nothing here.
I think we have our favorites, but we do have a challenger presenting themselves. So after this break, we will be returning with the grand finals of the Elite Gamer Tournament Series.
And we are back. The Elite Gamer Warzone Call of Duty Tournament series continues now. We are in our grand finals, Lemon.
Yes, Aiden and Tommy versus Xset will be jumping right into game. And they'll be dropping right over Superstore, maybe going towards airport again. That's what Tommy and Aiden liked before. This is a best of 3. Most amount of kills will be winning the game.
Yes, ma'am. The placement here, first, second, whatever else, doesn't matter. We've seen these guys go all the way down, but that is just for the purpose of taking as many kills as possible. Trying to get a little bit of attention, maybe as Tommy, you're just really opting where he wants to go, now moving closer towards opponents Russ and Keck. Really just kind of looking out. Maybe, yeah, he's trying to survey the situation.
Crash him.
Towards Superstore. Almost, and he gets it with the helicopter blades. Nicely done. Not gonna like what's coming next. Oh man, is not able to get the last one with the explosion.
Tommy, no, man. Well, he's got a gulag, so he does. Dude, he chopped up his body. Ew, I've never seen a kill like that, and it was so bloody. Anyway, that's my reaction. He's in the gulag. Aiden's like, whatever, man. I'll just carry you like I always do.
There you go. Back with Fennec in hand. Back in the gulag. We've seen what Tommy can do before.
Got to clutch up season 1, put some shots in. The guy's 1 HP. Tommy almost full health. I thought he walked into something, but he is juking him to the left, to the right. Is going to lay a nade down, fake him to the right, and the gulag finish for Tommy.
Nicely done. Chalking another one up on that. He got the helicopter blade kills for the first one, second one being a gulag. His opportunity burned, but he is back and ready for some action. On board with Rust Daddy. Got a nice gold AR in hand. Big mag on top. That's obviously what everybody's really going for, this AR with a big 50-60 clip on it.
Yeah, working towards a loadout. They got a trophy system if they want to take the vehicle up north there to get some quicker rotations. They're not in a spot where they have to rotate, you know, they're in the safe circle, but more just to move to a different area. Currently in Boneyard, so the sort of midwest of the map. I'm pretty far away from the other duo, so you don't have to worry about any kills being stolen.
Yeah, just got to worry about what the other 124 now players up on here, but these guys, they can get it done against pretty much anybody. Decently loaded out, got some money on top, just wanted to share the wealth for Keck, as he obviously does not have big amounts of plates. Moving towards here, playing on the outside of circle. I think they kind of know that there's nobody coming in from outside of circle there, so the move might be towards inside unless they get some kind of audio signals that there's players a little bit closer by. They've just been jumping on top of anybody who's foolish enough to come across the paths of them so far.
Did get some purchases. I think it was armory. It was they go through those buy stations so quick. I never knew they get. Oh, but Aiden is down, and Tommy. They got Aiden has a self revive. I think Tommy.
Wait, kids on me?
Not sure. I think he was the one in the gulag. Either way, we'll have to see if Tommy can get back up. He is getting revived by Aiden. So everyone, calm down. Everyone, it's fine.
Okay. It's all right. It's all right. Don't sound the alarms quite yet. That was decently close, though. I mean, going down. A single self-revive separated them from an early exit from this round 1. Or maybe not an early exit. Again, Tommy and Aiden have been murdering in gulag. Tommy doesn't have his, but Aiden definitely would have won his regardless. But still, not great. Red storage box here, going to get rewarded with that ammo box. So, what, tacticals, lethals, and whatever weapons they have will be restored with a lot of ammo. Not full, though, usually.
They started a bounty and immediately got poached by somebody else, so unlucky there. But you see Russ crossing over the train tracks, buy station in his sight, maybe picking something up before they grab the vehicle. And they have some pings off in the distance, so starting to rotate up northeast would be a good idea. Middle of Graveyard. Not the greatest spot, but they can start to move on. They had some air. I mean, there's some action over on the northeast side, so you can see they might start going there eventually.
Yeah, definitely getting over there. I mean, they see this. Ooh, nasty sniper shot. Getting over there might be harder said than done, or harder done than said. I don't know. Armor box coming out there is Russ trying to get it done. Keck getting that out there, getting shots through the window there as he saw another one, somebody coming back from a gulag performance just on the other side of this yellow boxy building.
Oh, he sees getting calls from below, and Russ is playing the patient game and now got pushed from the top, and he's able to get the down. Didn't get the kill confirmed before he jumps out the window like Spider-Man or something, but he catches the other guy going up the stairs. Beautiful juke there from Russ. He will get the double kill. He will be staying alive for Team X set.
Yeah, just like that, some fancy footwork purchases him a new lease on life. So he jumps right out to that window. A lot of people don't realize that there's that ledge right there. A classic Call of Duty Warzone performance right there. Whole lot of cash here for Tommy. Russ now opting to use his self-revive as there's stuff going down over on the other side of the map. We're on board with Aiden. We're on board with Tommy here. Vehicle close by, but that's not where their attention goes right now.
Oh, as we switch to Tommy's perspective too, he got a triple kill. So this is a huge jump for Aiden and Tommy, and Aiden's going to get another one. And man, they're looking so good early game. Still, you know, 90-something people left, playing close together, Aiden and Tommy. On the roof, they're seeing someone parachute down, and he still gets the elimination. I thought maybe he was going to get in cover in time, but Tommy doesn't miss.
No, he really, really does not. He has the hardware to make that easiest. You know, these very, very meta weapons. Looking at MP5s, kilos, M13s, things like this. But it's, at the end of the day, up to this player. Oh, almost got the perfect timing on the C4. Obviously, I have to get him way closer now that the damage has been nerfed so much. But the timing there is the name of the game, and he was just a little bit too late.
At least he's able to disable the vehicle. Yeah, he didn't lob the C4 far enough, and that's just, you know, not doing your stretches before you lob stuff like that. But he's got the heartbeat sensor, knows someone is nearby, the parachuting down. This guy needs to drop quick, and he goes right on top of a roof, which is easily accessed by everyone, so they could just start shooting at him. I think they even confirmed the kill, as Aiden will be maybe chasing that down. Tommy makes his way up a building and cleans up two. So Tommy and Aiden know they have to play so aggressive, and they already are up a bunch of kills.
Seriously. Back in the hands is this shotgun with Aiden. We've seen what he can do with it so far, and now he's got one on. He's got the scent of one. There you go. Nice call. Hearing that audio cues from the parachuting player. Might have gotten the call from the game that there was a operative in the vicinity, but now it's just going to be the next one inside. He's going to be turning his attention towards.
Yeah, picking some money. And yeah, I just said, oh my, because there was like a dead body that dropped from the roof. And it's probably because Tommy is up there killing everybody. And he's able to confirm this one as well. Didn't get the team wipe notification, maybe thinking someone else is nearby. And they're right on top of the buy station too. They got the UAV online. They see some people over in the northwest area. So once you get that intel, Aiden will be there to execute. He's got red dots like all over him. There's an airstrike being called on him, so he's going to have to get out of dodge.
Yeah, that really is going to be the name of the game here. I think there's more players here than they really know, but that's going to be the manhole cover. And the name of the game, C4 down bottom, doesn't pop it.
Didn't get a hit marker. Yeah, I don't know what that was, but he's going to go and see where those sewer rats are hiding. But and he's just gonna do it on his own, and I like how confident both these guys are. I mean, oh, this guy's taking a metro, and he's glad he sat down for that one. Did not confirm it.
You gotta take your seats. Gotta listen to them when they tell you that. That's the value that it gets, because sometimes shots will come across right over where you just been sitting. Of course, the bottom part is electrified, so cannot move through there, can't give chase to that train even if he wanted to. Going to be turning his attention towards these other points.
Aiden and Tommy is superb eco too. I mean, Aiden just bought some stuff. He's still at 4K, and Tommy is 13,000. I mean, that's because he has 12 kills, and the lobby is still fairly large. Tommy is just going to play away from Aiden. Independently, they can get a lot more kills, but it is, of course, a bigger risk. But Tommy and Aiden are just that confident. They've been playing for a bunch of hours now in this tournament, so their shots are warmed up. They're not really missing. They got a bounty that they could be hunting over in that sniper's perch over there, and Tommy's done it before. He can parachute down. If they got a kill streak, they can clear this building.
I'm very confused.
Got the information from the contract here. Now everybody moving across these, what is this called? Where you take off from the runway. Moving across the runway here, trying to make it to the radio control tower. Moving under the graffiti here, moving inside. It would be nigh to impossible to play. Well, it would be impossible outside of a helicopter use to recreate the performance they had earlier where he dropped down unless one of these guys was coming back from Gulag or being respawned or whatever. But still, that is going to remain in my mind as one unique and iconic, just absolutely inspiring Call of Duty plays that I've seen in Warzone ever.
And Tommy is thinking about going up this building. He already cleared one. He's going to be going the long way. He's got the heartbeat sensor just to see if someone was maybe in a corner, but thinking maybe this is a big risk if Aiden's not going to help cover some angles. You know, if someone goes from the bottom, then someone goes from the top. But Aiden thinking he might be in trouble, and I think that's why Tommy was summoned away. I mean, Tommy doesn't run away from those kind of things.
No, he doesn't. It's definitely a part of that was the fact that he doesn't exactly know where they're at, and approaching that radio control tower and trying to come up top is just going to be a tall order, again, without a teammate, like you were saying. Long-range shots from Keck. He is keeping it going in the grand finals.
Oh, and he's got the roof, and he just decides to call an airstrike right on him, and that'll occupy his mind, but so he can get to safety, armor back up. He does wish he could have one more armor just to be fully back up, and Keck will be needing some backup maybe from Russ, who is sort of playing at another building, and they are just patrolling the perimeter of the safe circle, just needing to protect Keck, and there's a good down from Russ. Needs to take a second in the closet to armor back up. He heard someone pushing him, and he doesn't win it and couldn't get the self-revive. So Russ will be down, but he has a gulag.
No, I tried, man.
Yeah, back to the gulag for him. Talking about microplays again, he realized that there was 2 players outside that window and positioned his body so that shots coming from the right would have at least to come through that wood window paneling there. Did take a little bit of damage, but he might have been felled outside there if he had not positioned his body correctly. Some fantastic high-level plays. Back to gulag.
Oh, the drop shot, like, so disgusting. Russ will be easily able to make it out.
Yeah, the ability to forecall things like that just shows the experience these guys coming through and playing gulags for probably just gulags, literally total dozens of hours, if not hundreds.
Tommy just called in an airstrike, so you know Tommy and Aiden are chilling when they're just calling airstrikes for fun. You know, like their eco is still stupid good. And Tommy just hit a 15 kill streak. The game is still live, and there is Cat getting a kill of someone running out of a building, not checking his corners. And look, the UAV is online. Cat is just surrounded by potential kills. Teammate will be close by so they can work together to get these trades.
In this building.
Yeah,
Self-revives for practically everybody here. Russ Daddy coming back in, though. Going to be joining his teammate. That's Keck here soon. He'll be very, very glad to get that support, though.
And they also called somebody below Russ, so that's why Keck is just kind of pre-aiming around these corners, seeing if he can catch someone running by. Tommy went down. He was self-revived, and now he's fully out of the game until Aiden can redeploy him. He has the money to do so. Keck spotting someone, but needs to armor back up. Wasn't really confident if he could take that while someone was trying to jump into cover, and Keck not having that same cover. So he's waiting to see if Russ could pick up the kill for him as they look to coalesce around this one member, this single opponent away from them. They see somebody off in the distance. This is really hard shots for Keck to get, and he's just going to get a bit of damage in the armor, but not crack it fully.
Right on the edge here. He knows that there's at least little opposition on the other side. Catches one, running out.
You good?
Keck playing
move
patience.
back towards this truck. Yep, playing patient.
And Russ, you know, asking each other if they're good, if they're spotting anyone, are they being pushed by anyone, and spotting someone out in the distance. This should be a double kill, at least the one. He gets the down, but I don't think the kill was confirmed, so he's going to go and chase this down, especially with the circle approaching. They really need to get a move on once they deal with the squad.
Yeah, down up top, but again, without being able to get on even distances, this other player from the down teammate should be able to get him up pretty quickly. Again, no projectile explosives at this point in the loadout for these guys. 10K for Russ Daddy. He's still looking here. Is 20 seconds or so separates them, and a little bit of movement requirement.
Got a vehicle too, so the circle will be approaching. They can grab this, get a quick rotate. This is the grand finals. VR just joining us. Still game 1, and you can see that this is going the distance. We could see another Warzone victory if we really wanted to. But Keck, and I'm sure Russ, are really close in kills. I mean, they're still in the single digits, though, so I think we saw a double digits from Tommy, so we'll get you guys updates in a sec, but I'm thinking Aiden and Tommy are starting to get a pretty drastic lead. There is a cluster strike being called on X set as Aiden and Tommy, they're pretty comfortable themselves. Aiden getting some shots in. He's going to be pushing in with the shotgun. It's going to be perfect close range. Needs to hunt him down. He's in this fast food restaurant. He's going to be going up. And no, he shot the bench instead of the guys, so Aiden will be down.
Not something you see every day from these higher-level players like that, but unfortunately, that is the result. One down. I think that's Rust Daddy out there in that gulag, waiting to come on back as Aiden has been felled. Tommy's got the money and more to get this back, but that kill leader on the other side is not too far away.
Aiden has to clutch this gulag, and we might get a chance to pop over once he does. And he's had like 100% success rate. I don't want to jinx it though, because then he's going to be DMing me some nasty things. But we have to, kill leader on the other side. You see Tommy's trying to hunt him down. Contract complete, team wipe, and the extra money to spend. And this is going to be perfect in case Aiden doesn't get out. But, you know, he's not even thinking about a buy station right now because he just trusts Aiden that much.
Yeah, exactly. So what? That was a kill leader kill, bounty completion, and a full team wipe, and a single kill and some very well placed MP5 shots, even with that iron sight. Superstore continues to be just an absolute slaughtering ground and graveyard for some players. Speaking of graveyards, though, Tommy is no unfamiliar one to that. Given the corner there is the final resting place for that player. Aiden now in gulag.
He's got the M13. We'll see if this is his last resting place. He's just going to lay this one down and spot someone poking out. The easy kill. This guy could take a nap and still get kills in his sleep. Aiden will be back in the game.
Seriously will, and making it just look easy. I would love to actually have like some success rates for that for Gulag, because I really don't think these players have lost very many of those. Now down is Keck. This is a Team X set that's really gotten just a lot of blows dealt their way throughout this game one of the grand finals.
Okay, some airstrikes at the distance, a little sketchy, but Keck is down, needs a quick revive, and you can see that Russ not really in the position to do that. So it might just be a fend for yourself, and he will be at least redeployed back in just as quick. Must have just been waiting at the buy station. Either way, Aiden and Tommy not needing to force their eco to redeploy. They just get the kills like that. We see, I think that's 18 kills. If I can read that properly for Tommy, and this is super good for them.
Yeah, what's a four-man squad, a little bit more than 4 squads deleted by one single person. Gulags or not, it's a very, very solid performance. No kick from this Kilo takes the first 20 of the 60 to take out shields and more. Still looking around, though, giving this one player the attention that he needs, and he knows that this guy's going to have to move soon with Circle where it is.
Oh, off from the gas. At least he got the crack on the armor, so this is going to force this guy to hide. And if Tommy's not going to kill him, surely this gas circle will. So Tommy knows he can wait this one out, even at least rotate a little bit closer. He can catch him crossing down the street, and it's even an easier kill. And Aiden's set up on the right side, so they will absolutely kill this guy. And Aiden just decides to sneak up on him. And he probably knows because Keck is right around the corner, he could probably steal that kill. So Aiden will steal that from him.
Yep, 16. For the man Aiden right here. Tommy actually falling. Aiden's not too far away, trying to swoop in like Superman and help out that squad mate. No self-revive for him, so really am gonna have. There's an armor cracking more as he gets the long shot, 90 meters or so, getting it done with the Kilo.
Man, he just cracks the armor just like that. Like, the time to kill with these weapons is so fast, and he gets the down. Kill confirmed. Oh, that's not his teammate. That's actually Keck trying to yoink that one. And there's a dead body on the ground. I think Keck bent his knees a little bit just to say hi to Tommy. Just gave him a quick hello, and that's Aiden's problem, not mine.
There you go.
And everyone's back in the game for Aiden and Tommy.
Now, what it was, he was anticipating a sniper shot coming over the top, so he had to crouch really quickly. Just because it didn't come doesn't mean that it wasn't a smart move. It was completely logical and strategic move that he went there. Absolutely perfectly executed.
Yeah, Aiden is low on AR ammo, so that's why he has to approach with the shotgun, and what a risk. He just almost got blown up, and he has the armor right back up, and at least he got the down, and he was able to confirm that kill, and now they have to quickly rotate.
I might have missed it. What did that explosive come from? Was that some kind of claymore on the ground? Was it a C4 that was triggered as soon as it came? I'm not 100% sure.
I don't know. I thought, honestly, he shot nukes out of a shotgun because he went around the corner and that guy blew up. Like, there was blood everywhere. That's all that matters is he got the kill. Hey, look, there's even blood on that Jeep. So Tommy and Aiden can maybe get in that if they need to, if they have issues crossing, but they're taking a lot of fire, and Aiden's able to read exactly where it's coming from. Turn and burn. I don't think anybody can kill Aiden.
Yeah, I got all the options here. Gonna opt for that UAV as he does have the self-revive. Only one on the squad as of right now that has it. Tommy's got plenty of cash with which to get it. Now he gets his own. Next might be the UAV, but as we're getting a little bit low here, 24 other members, and this one is Rust Daddy goes down. Not too much of a use for UAV as people are gonna have Ghost.
At least we're seeing Keck get to the double digits. I'd have to see what his other teammate has to see really how close this game is. This is game 1, so either way, we will be seeing a game 2 in this best of 3. And it really smart of Aiden to go for a UAV. They knew they were going to have trouble crossing in such an open field, so at least a UAV they know. Get as much intel as possible. And speaking of intel, you got the heartbeat sensor here for Keck, and he's trying to scope out this building, try to crouch and limit his noise, but he's going to have to engage with this, and he has a submachine gun. He does jump out of the window, takes too much damage, and at least disengages really smartly.
You know, hugging corners here, comes back on, he sees the first, drops the first, not going to happen, 2-on-1, that ends him early. We got a little shot of the nukes coming out of the shotgun, as Kiwi said a minute ago, there towards the very end of that, but that is, yes, that is Keck, that is Russ, they are donezo. I believe at 22 for Aiden, that's going to tie up about what they have unless Tommy has nothing. I believe this is round 1 donezo.
Aiden and Tommy, oh my god, like 20 kills each. It's still really impressive. I mean, like, you know, we've seen them drop 30 and 40 bombs, but this is really impressive, especially when you're going up against other quad teams. So Aiden and Tommy will be taking game 1. It is a best of 3 in this grand finals, so they're probably going to play out until they get a Warzone victory, unless they'd rather just go next. Well, I think they're waiting for the full confirmation. I don't even think they realize the other team is dead, and I think they're more focusing on killing everybody on their screen. Tommy is popping off.
Wow, yeah, just amazing stuff here. Correct me if I'm wrong, but do kills carry over from round to round in the best of 3s?
No, it's just game 1 and game 2 separate, yeah.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. Just making sure, Appreciate you voice in the sky there for confirm. Want to make sure just so I can calculate this correctly. Loadout drop not too far away, but I do not believe that's going to be the eye of his affection, as he's decently loaded out. Nothing that I can really provide for them unless they wanted the wholesale switches guns-wise a little bit later here. Now, going to be inserting themselves in between possibly a very spread across 4-stack, but more likely 2 different teams that have been going at each other for a while.
Aiden was just a bit of a drive-by with just running past somebody and cracks the armor of somebody in an opposite building. He's got a red dot right on him. Finally hears him going up the stairs and just blows him up. Oh my god, Aiden for his 24th kill. And now he's got the UAV. He knows other people are in the building across from him. Tommy's going to push it. He finds one, pulls up on the second, makes it look easy. Team wipe after team wipe. This is why Aiden and Tommy are some of the favorites in this tournament.
Yeah, that's why in the grand finals here for sure is Russ and Keck now back.
Oh, they're back. Oh.
They're back. They are not done with this one quite yet. Tommy and Aiden providing a little bit of otherwise support. Self-revive coming through for Aiden as Tommy and Aiden want this one to continue on, want a little electrifying, even with 2 players left, I believe, again, score-wise figured.
Oh.
We have a Warzone victory coming in here, probably. Tommy and Aiden taking 1, maybe 2 so far on stream today, and that's going to be it.
And talk about the friendship that was just born here. Aiden and Tommy redeployed their enemies, their opponents, to give them a chance, to give them a challenge. And the Warzone victory, well earned by Tommy and Aiden, 29 and 24. And just a combined 24 kills just for Russ and Keck. Aiden was able to get it all by himself. So that is game 1, but we have game 2 coming up shortly.
Yeah, what, 53 kills, more than doubling up against the 24 put up by our mans Russ Daddy and Keck, Team Exet there. Tommy and Aiden just absolutely ripping through this one. I think at 53, that's going to be our largest kill total for a single game.
Has to be.
As large as I've heard so far, at least. I'm not 100% sure.
Well, while we have this quick little break that we can bond, you and I chat, and FBI Tugboat too, let's talk about the Elite Gamer software, why this tournament is called. It's a new software made by Cox to be able to speed up your connection between your PC and the game server you're trying to connect to. So if you ever have issues gaming, you know, your lags, your spikes, your jitters, it's because of that connection between your PC and the server. And what Elite Gamer, the software, does is it finds a faster route between between those two connections. So it's able to reduce the amount of issues you have in-game. And up by 32%, they actually dropped that stat. So this is what the software looks like. You saw a little bit of a news timeline. You can go and click certain games you're interested in. Here we clicked on Call of Duty because obviously everywhere from patch notes to ban waves shows you all the compatible games from Roblox to Call of Duty. This software covers it all.
Yeah, it really, really does. Always going to be something you take value from no matter what game you're playing. And no matter what game you're playing, they're probably going to be able to support it. Even right now, as we can see in our bottom right, as we're scrolling through every game that you can see, Rocket League, Apex, Minecraft, Overwatch, CSGO, even Escape from Tarkov, there's a 38% boost in the connectivity just for us as we're doing that. So on average, just a little bit even higher on that. Moving on here. Little dashboard action where you probably will spend a whole lot of time using this website. This is the real-time performance dashboard generated by our Elite Gamer squad. This is strategically designed, to reduce lag and the lag spikes, everything else that Lemon was mentioning just a minute ago. And this is where you see the actual effect that has happened. You can also see past your previous games and the positive benefit that Elite Gamer has had on your connections and the benefits thereof.
Yeah.
So some fantastic stuff.
And you see it on the graph right there, how Elite Gamer has already sped you up to 10 milliseconds versus your average internet without Elite Gamer would be 16 milliseconds. So you can see everything right here shows you in real time how this software is changing your gamer experience. You can go to cox.com/gamer to see if you could pick that one up. If you already got Cox in your household, then it's even easier for you. Let's jump into game 2 now of our grand final, Aiden Tommy versus XSET.
Yeah. This might be it right here. This is single elimination tournaments. There's no losers bracket. There's no reset after this. This could be the rock and a hard place that XSET is between. They gotta take this one, tie it back up, and then push it to that third game. Take that one as well. Now, Tommy Aiden, there's been so much kills, there's been so much action. These trail players have been traveling so much. Honestly, I don't even remember where they usually prefer to drop at, Lemon.
We saw a lot of just airport action from Aiden and Tommy. They're in a warm-up lobby right now and getting their shots ready. I mean, you've been playing for a couple hours. I hope you're ready. But who's really ready is Aiden and Tommy. I mean, Aiden dropped 24 kills, and the entirety of XSET got 24 kills. So you saw how much of a shot diff there was between XSET and Aiden and Tommy. They're some of the best in the business. But Game 2 can be a different story. XSET will have to step it up.
Yeah, I mean, we saw Tommy Aiden come out proving that gods can bleed. Tommy came down, got the helicopter blade kills, and then unfortunately tried to get on out of that helicopter. It resulted in a big explosion of fire, and that could have been a little bit of an earlier one, right? That was XSET, Rustaddy, and Keck, who saw similar issues a little bit earlier on. One of them down and getting sent off to the Gulag did win, but again, these are, we've seen longer games. There's no guarantee of that, Lemon Kiwi.
And you can see that they were pinging a hospital originally, and they look like they're going towards Superstore, which is a huge risk. A lot of people like to drop Superstore these days, especially for the Christmas Day prize you can have of thousands of dollars multiplied in this building. So you can see how many squads are dropping down, and keep an eye. It's a duo versus squads of 4. They're going to land on top of the roof, and this is going to be important how Russ and Keck get out of this.
That's Tommy and Aiden still up in the air, but Rustaddy, teammate Keck, down bottom, ready to get this one going. Little shotgun action in hand as Aiden takes a little bit of flak, a little bit of shots from the top, and they're already getting it going here in the Superstore. You can find all kinds of nice household products. You can find money, you can find guns, and you can find kills left and right.
Yeah, you're going to need some money, get those loadouts as quick as possible, but they're racking up kills. Already a second one for Russ. Disengages, couldn't win that gunfight. Aiden is down, and Russ is about to be, but he clutches up 4 kills for Russ.
Beautiful stuff. Maintaining under pressure. Sometimes pressure will completely destroy players and they can't operate. Sometimes Lemon pressure makes diamonds. This is Aiden down, who will be getting back up in just a second. Russ not far away. Wait, no, hang on. No, Russ is very, very far away. Oh, no, Aiden and Russ aren't on teams. That makes sense.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Russ and Keck are together in Superstore, and
Uh-oh.
they were able to get like at least 5 kills from this engagement, if not more. So this is a really good head start, and it was a big risk. If they were to die at this point of Superstore, that would have been in. They would have been out of this tournament. They would have got second place. They were still qualified for the final tournament, but that's not a way you want to go out. Keck found someone around the pillar. There's actually 2 there. Russ has to clutch up 1v2. He gets the down. Doesn't need to kill confirm yet. Needs to look for the other guy. Getting some shots in. He's got plenty of ammo left as Aiden already drops to the gulag.
Shots through, threads the needle, and gets that one done. Not exactly, not exactly sure which weapon he was using there, but we're back with Russ. He's down. Keck is deleted, and I do believe Russ going to be going off to that gulag.
Yeah, both of them got a gulag. At least, silver lining, Aiden went to the gulag too, but he's already out. So, we know how good Aiden and Tommy are at gulags, but we need to see what Russ and Keck are made of. Let's start with Russ. He's got the striker 4-5. Let's see how this works. He's going towards the left, playing really aggressive. Pre-aiming. He spots one to the right, gets some half health, and gets to the finish. He will be moving on.
A classic move. Get shots in the front, utilize the really quick movement that you're afforded here in Modern Warfare, and a different look from Keck, just keeping it long range, using that Ram 7, no sight necessary to take this one down. Back to Superstore we go. Wait.
Yeah, they're dropping right on top just to collect their belongings. Not that they had too much to have, but they want to start thinking about how they can get their loadouts. As much money as possible, at least some pinging the best weapons they can. They did hear someone right below. He throws a Molotov, and he only has a pistol. Does crack the armor, but there's someone else there. Does he really want to take this engagement? At least he's going to break his ankles a little bit and just maybe scare him as his teammate exchanges shots with him as well to see if they can finish off this kill. And they need to stay alive, but they don't really have the weapons to take this team down.
Yeah, just like that. Keck coming in the clutch, just in the nick of time. Gotten that SMG, and even with some longer range shots, still getting it done. Got a little bit of ammo with which to do it, and now he's going to get rewarded with all the goods of the world.
And if you want to participate in our next qualifiers, here are the dates on your screen. Go over to battlefy.com/elitegamer, and you can sign. Anybody can sign up. The best duos will only be casting over the best top 16, but I believe in all of you, in your abilities in playing games.
There you go. Moving across. There's a buy station here. Loadout drop. Yep, that makes sense. Loadout drop is going to be name of the game there. Getting probably overkills first. I wouldn't imagine that they're going to be satisfied with the PP19 and whatever teammate Russ has. There you go. Overkill in. MP5. Classic Kilo with that stendo clip. Hopping on in and now getting mobile.
Yeah, you got your loadouts now. You can stop panicking a bit. You got a good kill lead over Aiden and Tommy, I imagine, just judging off of the but then you see Aiden on your kill feed kill like 4 people, so he kind of makes up for it. I mean, Aiden and Tommy have that clutch factor. They can walk into buildings by themselves and clear it out that easy. So this is still a close race.
Absolutely. Turning their eyes to the sky here as a disable comes through. All 60 rounds dumped out of this Kilo. I'm trying to get more. Actually, that's not. Whatever. Getting a little bit more now. There's a down. Just let gravity do its job there. That's Keck up top. Has gotten felled. On board with Russ Daddy. He'll be back with his teammate in just a second. Now just trying to play his life. Okay, yeah, that's smart. That's smart.
Right
not
down.
hopping up top. Yeah, not hopping up top. I mean, a little bit higher than that. And anybody who's played knows this. The game can be super wonky with how vertical drops and fall damage comes in when you're down like that, and how it may not be consistently logic about what will kill you and what will be something like that and be a smart move.
Well, saw a little bit of action. You're seeing Aiden all over your kill feed. I mean, just from us talking back and forth, I think he's racked up 6 kills. So we saw how quick Aiden and Tommy were able to get to those double digits, like at this part of early games. So they love dropping in hotspots and just absolutely obliterating everyone in it. But at least we saw Exit really step up that kill factor. They were able to drop the Superstore and gather a bunch of kills. They had to use their gulags just to escape Superstore, so not the most ideal, but Aiden also had his gulag used. I don't think Tommy has used his, so keep an eye on that. But either way, you're going to see Team Exit work towards the building they did just ping. There is some shots from on top of a roof, so Keck has to be really careful how he crosses over.
Yeah, moving across. He's got the restaurant in front. buy station just on the other side of this, but we know where his attention is going. Gotten a little bit of information from that heartbeat sensor. Now moving inside, didn't check the stairs, barely gets on out with his life. Plates first, almost falls to the secondary explosion on that one, but that's gonna be Rust Daddy coming up top, giving him the business.
And his teammate was there too to assist with that, so that's important. I'm not sure if that would have been as easy without him, but moving in together, they know they have to be there to trade those kills, because at least if you can get the trade, you can get the revive after. And speaking of revive, only Aiden has a self-revive, and he's been killing everything, so that's why his money is such a good situation. Somebody with 0 kills, so I'm thinking Aiden and Tommy are just that far ahead, and there's just a parachute guy running into the helicopter. They're literally getting free kills.
Yeah, seriously. Man, oh man, the helicopter utilized again to create a little destruction, cause a little murder here. Another point on the board for Aiden, double digits now at 10, moving up top, watching corners and more. No, there's no precaution that they're going to forego at this point.
Ooh, cracks the armor, and someone's pushing him. He gets a shotgun just in time. Aiden will be cleaning up. He is in a hiding spot, just armor back up, and I think even Tommy pushed up and cleaned up the kill of the other guy sneaking around. So they're in a good spot. 11 kills for Aiden. I think double digits for Tommy as well. They're in the safe circle. They got the buy station. Aiden has money to spend if he would want. And I mean, they have so much money, they were redeploying their opponent. So you can see that they want to have a good challenge for this grand final.
Yeah, if that tells you anything. Totally loaded up. 3 more plates could be possible for Aiden once he picks up that armor satchel. But between the trophy system, the UAV, fully loaded on the C4, fully loaded on the armor and more, or on the ammo, excuse me, and just as the coordination continues through. We saw Aiden here just absolutely keeping on with the target and getting down, leaving a guy with a sliver of damage. Teammate tried to get something done inside and then just gave him the business. The nukes out the end of the shotgun. I think I'm going to use that till the day I die.
They just always blow up in all types of blood when this shotgun gets pulled out. And I'm sure there's like someone is throwing a C4, or maybe there's a claymore there, but either way. Back of the vehicle, up the hill.
Explosive shots, like, that's definitely what it is. In fact, Aiden actually took damage from him shooting player and it being so close because of those fire shots.
Oh, the trophy system was sparked. They're able to jump out just in time, driving by a building full of people. Armoring back up. Aiden is ready around this corner. He's got the origin, blows up his armor, and will be blowing up the guy himself. And now he's on top. He is burning alive a little bit. Aiden has the armor to spare, and Tommy will be on an opposite building. Got an airstrike right on top, but thankfully hopefully this building is sturdy enough. And sneaks in this guy's bedroom, and like you said, gives him the business. I don't like how I said that, but the airstrike will be still on top of his head, and he gets a UAV out of it.
Oh wow, my goodness, just cluster strike on cluster strike being rained down upon his head. Maybe he just knows that Aiden is the guy in here and he just wants to keep him bottled up for the time being. This will get it done. A little bit of different look on that, and Aiden would be wanting to move away from these windows. The explosive damage can come through there. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit easier for not so much the cluster strike, but the other form of aerial hellfire. Moving outside, utilizing these water butt jugs. Nicely done. Gets another one, and now pushing to clean these up.
Well, she's going to aim this one and eliminate. Oh, the double kill, too. He's actually waiting for maybe the other guy to revive his teammate. Aiden is sick. Tommy's finally going to be in the gulag. This is the final gulag for this squad. He's going up towards the left, already getting some shots in. Maybe just a couple. He's still 80% health. Throws some explosives around. He's going to flank towards the right. Catches him running, and Tommy is out of the gulag.
Yeah, so again, kind of like micro plays. It's so smart. They're starting their, what is it called when you run and dash? They're starting their slide, in that case a slide jump, before you hit corners so that you'll have your weapon out ready to shoot as you pass and get into the line of sights of players. A classic move, especially because most people are thinking to run along the inside kind of hallway walls to there and then slide along on the end of that, but continued value taken from these guys just playing super aggressive like that.
Aiden's going to try and go and pick up Tommy as they pick up their cash. Let's go shopping. Well, the buy station's right there, so they have to go too far to shop. But now that they're done shopping, they can move on, and they're going to leave their opponents behind and maybe try and separate a little bit so you don't have the chance of stealing each other's kills. And still in a good spot.
Yeah, they just bought Russ and Keck back again, didn't they?
Oh, I didn't even notice. That's funny.
Yeah, like they had loads and loads. So yeah, another look entirely to have utilized that much of your resource that is your monetary resource, right? Your cashola on that one to get these guys back. But again, like you said, they want to have an electrifying grand finals if it hasn't been already. Now looking closer towards TV Station, a place that was super popular at the beginning of Call of Duty Warzone, not so much anymore.
They just drove by somebody. They're like, whatever, we don't need the kills. Like, I guess we'll feed. You know, we're just gonna do some donuts in the parking lot while everyone's shooting at us. There was somebody on top of a roof. Tommy already got out. He's gonna go and deal with that. Cluster strike has been called in. Russ just used a UAV, so this is gonna help Tommy and Aiden deal with whoever's inside of this building. At least the roof has been cleared from the airstrike. Aiden can move up with the shotgun. He's got the Origin. He's at least going to pre-aim a little bit because I think someone was trying to push him, but Aiden,
subtle laser.
Smart.
Last little bit of dead silence used there as Aiden stayed back, didn't want to give a lot of audio cues. Wow, just fire coming on at the end from that one. Another down as we hit 14 for the man Aiden.
He's like, you get love.
16.
He's just going all Oprah. He's like, you get a bullet. You get a bullet. He's just sharing the love and literally setting up a boy on fire in his bathroom. So Aiden is disgusting. Those explosive shots are just blowing people up quite literally. He's got 3 kills just by himself, and Tommy's off in Narnia, wherever he is. Oh, he's actually dead while Aiden was popping off. So thankfully he has the money. He can think about that soon.
Yeah, soon enough, a little bit on top of that, Russ is down. Russ is super low, but does get the res on that one. Little unnecessary interaction, or unwanted interaction, I guess I should say, for Aiden here. Now clipping the other side of this wall. He's going to have a solid little trek ahead of him here, Lemon.
Still got a shotgun out. I wonder if okay, he does have ammo on his other gun. I was wondering why he didn't have it out, but he has some cover over the rocks, and this guy tried to clap him while he was rotating across and got beamed. So Aiden, he's laughing. He knows that he's kind of melting kids right now, and he has the money to go and revive Tommy. He's able to just break whoever's ankles that was. He's going below bridge, a safer place to rotate from, and still in a good spot. I mean, I'm a little stressed for Aiden, but, you know, they're probably still ahead in kills right now.
Definitely comfortable is this player, looking across hilltops more, trying to get that little hop on top, see if he can get any sight lines on that. As I say that, Russ falls in the distance here. Keck as well, so possible res is coming in from him, but that would be, you know, a trek on top of a trek for Aiden to get on over there. 18 kills for this guy. He's moving across. Yeah, he definitely knew there was somebody up there, and now engaged. Shields cracked and more. A relentless award given to him.
Tommy's like, why don't you go grab a snack, buddy, and jump in my backpack while you're at it. I mean, Aiden doesn't look too concerned about, you know, reviving anybody. Actually, Russ just went down. Aiden's the only one living. I mean, Russ hasn't been confirmed yet. Aiden could be trying to go revive him, or at least go and steal his kills. Aiden, what a buddy. Helping out the opponent before giving him the bag. So Aiden will be potentially securing the bag still from how many kills they have in total.
Hopping on in here, choosing to go with him, leaving, okay, I was going to say, yeah, leaving the armor box there on the ground, not sure if, oh no, that was a stopping power, excuse me. But still, I mean, especially you put 60 rounds of increased damage on in that kilo or whatever AR that he is using, going to be money all day long.
Aiden just redeployed both people. So it looks like we're going to have a grand finals that lasts till the end of this Warzone victory, because Aiden will just carry the whole squad. They are getting shot from across, and Aiden gets out, downs the guy, and I think someone else just grabbed the vehicle, and you can tell by the red vehicle on your map, and there's also more pings off from the distance, so Aiden's getting a little bit overwhelmed. He's going to get in a safer position.
Yeah, come back, reload, regroup, rethink about what you want to do after the Grand Theft Auto comes out on there. We mentioned that earlier. Car gets swiped there. Hate to see it. Just outside here, that's, what, a little bit in between TV Station and that airport area, I believe. They're just me looking for where the next squads are. I think there's 30 or so players left in this one.
Aiden needs to go, and maybe he likes to help out the other team, and Russ is under fire, and at least he has good bait, right? You just at least go after everyone who's shooting at Russ, and well, we're seeing Aiden likes to also help out the other team, and that's just good sportsmanship. They're in the safe circle. They're going towards Big Bertha, this will help them. There's not too many seats available, but he's going to go collect all the kids on the school bus and maybe help them rotate.
There you go, yep. Just picking them up here in the morning, taking them off to go commit mass murder here in your Call of Duty Warzone. There you go. Oh, man. And moving across the middle here.
What?
Lots of damage comes in, but that's not going to be enough to take him down. Got the bounty activated on the other side. Enemy down, but not finished quite yet. There's another down. Again, just making it look easy. That's his job.
Aiden just went through drive-through and took the bag from the guy. Like, he was supposed to die. I thought for sure he lost that. He just popped open, got that down. I mean, Aiden, he's a monster at this game. If you guys haven't watched his stream, if you haven't subbed to his stream, Aiden, you can learn so much from this guy. He doesn't talk a lot, but because he's so focused on beaming people. But 24 kills, less than 27 people left in the lobby. Keep your eyes on this guy.
Not that big of a difference between those two. It's reasonable to mix those up when you're putting up 20+ kills like this guy and getting a mix. And now he has more, or the same amount of kills, excuse me. There are players left in this game. 25 for him. Tommy popping off. We can see his shot the shot indicator on his HUD there. I'm not sure what I was trying to say.
Oh, the him
kill streak
maybe.
now.
Either
Yep,
way.
there you go.
Yeah,
Purchased a little something across that buy station as he sees Rust falling in the distance.
ATC, what the fuck is that?
It's going to come down to a Warzone victory for both opponents. I got to call it now. And it'd be great to win alongside second place. I mean, you win as a team, right? Both duos will be qualified for the final Celebrity Pro-Am Championship. $25,000 prize pool for that. And I'm going to be so excited to watch Aiden and Tommy and also Xset in that tournament and how they'll be leveling up their play towards the end of the month. And if you guys want to get in for the second qualifier, that's on October 13th. We'll be casting all of those. Only the top 16, though, so go over to battlefy.com/elitegamer if you want to sign up for that.
Yes, we only get the ones who deserve it here on stream. You got to go through and beat what at 128 teams. You got to beat 5 teams to get down to the round of 16, right? 1 game, 2, or 4 teams, excuse me, in a single elimination to get down to that round of 16. Got to earn it. These 4 have earned it completely, though. Again, that's October 13th, 21st, and 24th, as you see on the screen, with the grand finals on the 27th. $25,000 on the line there.
Well, Tommy and Aiden see a group off in the distance, and man, he kills so quick. Aiden, I mean, I could watch this guy all day. Double kill, 27 kills, looking for the 30 bomb. Not a lot of people left in the lobby, but surely this is doable. Tommy's going to be leading the charge. They have vehicles, they have the buy station, not needing to buy any more bells and whistles. They got a UAV already up, and maybe just getting in a vehicle just so you can catch up to Tommy, or sorry, that's Russ leading the way. Catch up to Russ and see what he's up to.
Yeah, hopping in the 4-wheeler here, leaving purple in the dust. Keck does not get a ride this time. You get res, but you don't get a ride on my 4-wheeler. On the other side of this ditch here, moving on in that warehouse, I can guarantee you there will be some players living their last few minutes.
See Aiden in the building. I mean, UAB is not revealing anyone, but he's clearly heard someone. Had goes, gets the down and the finish. But where's his friends? Does he have any friends? He didn't get the team wipe notification. There's got to still be someone up here, and he's probably on the second level. Oh, dodges some shots, downs the armor. He's gonna burn alive. Gets the team wipe. Aiden gets it done.
That's, as you can see as well, other player was using the same shotgun that he was. The double shots, fire-wise, coming out there and just barely missing Aiden. He is the one that comes out on top of that one, gives him the businesses, not 1 but 2 shotgun shells for you, my friend. Coming up top, does not hear these players hit the top of this ladder, and now there's another one. Again, Aiden just utilizing these shots perfectly. Dan doesn't miss, finding another one coming through the air as he hits the 30 bomb.
Aiden is up against easy bots. Like, I don't think he's come close to dying since, like, the beginning of the game when he was in Gulag, and I didn't even get to witness it. But speaking, you get to witness some flares.
That was the helicopter, right? Yeah.
Yeah, where he got blown up by, I don't even know. But
he's the only one who can kill himself, right?
Aiden, but I did get confirmation from, you know, Jesus in the Sky that Aiden and Tommy are confirmed our winners.
You jinxed him.
I think because Russ, I think because they went down and got revived, I think the admins are going to call it that officially Aiden and Tommy have won.
Well, I think also with only, 7 other players in this, I think the amount of kills is insurmountable even if other squad took everyone out here. But yes, punching their ticket to that grand finals. They will be present on the 27th of October. Tommy and Aiden will. They will also be getting themselves a nice little care package. courtesy of the Florida Mutineers, courtesy of Scuff Gaming, courtesy of Astros. That's a controller and more as he gets it done with the, wow, yeah, with the single shot marksman rifle here. Fantastic stuff. They can do it with anything, Lemon.
Yeah, and Aiden almost made himself a human pancake, but surely parachuting 2 feet before the ground, it was able to save him. And going for a Warzone victory, that's how they're able to top off this final game. This game 2, best of 3, Aiden and Tommy, I mean, I think almost doubled the kills of Xset, and even were able to revive them to keep themselves close. But either way, final couple circles, we're going to cast it towards the end of the Warzone victory. And then, but if you guys also want to catch the other qualifiers going on, if you want to catch the final Celebrity Pro-Am Championship, make sure you hit a follow and a sub on this channel, because that's where we're going to be covering it all.
Oh yes, lots of interesting stuff here on the Florida Mutineers Twitch channel. They are hands down the team in the Call of Duty that has the best social media marketing team, the best marketing in general. I would challenge you to say otherwise. Aiden here finding one inside. Oh man, actually doesn't get it, so a little bit of blood spilled of Aiden's there in the middle. It's going down in the gym.
Oh,
high school.
Tommy is a little bit scared about taking that engagement. That guy had a way better position on the top rail. And Aiden already got, I guess, got redeployed by somebody in the squad. I would say it's Tommy, but I'm assuming it's somebody else. But he's back.
Yeah.
They want that Warzone victory.
Yes, ma'am. 11 players total. 11 players total, 7 players left, not of these 4 alive. Single self-revive, completely loaded up. No reason to believe they're not going to be getting that blue flash across the screen soon.
They're working as a team, and there's somebody top this building, at least able to armor back up. They could just send Aiden in, and he knows how to take these people down. There's another one. Now only a few people left in this lobby. And he's got Russ, who's able to call, well, I guess they can't hear themselves, but at least on the map, they're going to be able to ping to each other. Nades being thrown down. Can send Aiden. He's got the shotgun. He's going up, took too much damage, and said, nope, I'm out of there.
Yep, you guys can take care of that one. I've done enough in this game. Hanging out in the pool here, shimmy shake, some ankles break as he stays alive, gets that double shot out with the shotgun again and finishes him up with that alternative weapon, that AR action, nicely done. So that's, I think that's actually the Grau, not the Kilo. I think I've been saying that wrong this whole time. 2 very, very popular weapons. Grau was all the rage, what, a season ago or so. But after some changes, people looking at different things here now. Coming into 7th circle, and it started.
Oh, this is such a small area with not a lot of cover, but they're in the best place. They have this giant wall. They have the pool side that they're just keeping an eye on. They have plenty of armor. Tommy will be out. It's up to Aiden. I mean, at this point, Aiden and Tommy are your champions, but Aiden, oh, he cracks the armor, but tries to get around the corner. Maybe Keg will be nice enough to revive him, and he's thinking about it, but he wants to maybe get that kill confirmed. They will get him all backed up, revived. Aiden is back.
I thought that was a player kind of where they pinged a second ago, but actually gonna have to thread the needle here. Almost, yeah. He does not have a gas mask, so it takes a lot of damage there. Tries to come out, lays down. Ozzy comes out, but not gonna happen so easily. This last 4-stack is not gonna give up this Warzone victory so easily, Living Kiwi.
Okay, I mean, he just body blocked so many shots, so Aiden wasn't able to die from that, and he gets revived. Somebody else must have gotten that kill. It's up to Keg and Aiden. I think Russ went down as he was trying to push. Aiden at a distance will be downing one. Only 4 more people left for the Warzone victory of our top 2 duos in this tournament series. Around the Rock brings the shotgun out. 1 person left in the lobby. Aiden and Keg working together, and the down is there. Warzone victory to the squad of Aiden, Tommy, and Xset.
Nicely done. That's going to be, what, I think our 3rd maybe on stream or something like that, even after a different start here for Tommy. Get some vehicular homicide going with the helicopter, chopping up players up to right. Just an absolute, like a crazy bloodbath, like you were saying there. Crazy stuff.
This guy's
different start. What's going on?
That is the end of our tournament. Aiden and Tommy flexing. At least Aiden knows he's a Chad when it comes to Warzone. The Xset, Tommy, and Aiden will be qualified for our final Celebrity Pro-Am tournament taking place on the 27th. But if you want to compete in some of these, if you want a chance to be casted by us, go over to battlefy.com/elitegamer, where you can sign up. Anybody can sign up. Just grab a friend, grab your dog, and get in this tournament because there's cash on the line.
Yes, yeah. Bring your skills as well, because the likes of Tommy, Aiden, Xset, which is Russ, Daddy, and Keck there are going to be on the other side of that, playing against you. You're going to need the skills to pay the bills for this one to nab that portion of the $25,000 going down October 27th. Fantastic stuff. Lemon, do we have anything else here?
We have so much more to talk about, especially to thank our sponsors, the Florida Mutineers, Cox, and of course their amazing Elite Gamer software, which I'm going to go download at home because I have all kinds of lag issues, and I'm sure that's going to help. And also GCN for producing us. So we're going to be seeing you guys at the next qualifier taking place on October 13th. So we hope that you are signing up, and we hope that you will be watching. Drop the sub, drop the follow. We'll see you guys at the next broadcast.